Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Wow! It feels like forever since I've said that to you guys. Oh my goodness. It's the 9th. What is to know? Today is the 16th. So I think that, gosh, the last time I was live with everybody might have been the 30th, the first? I can't even remember, you guys. Somebody will remember. But it feels like it's been a solid 2 weeks. And that's a long time. There's been a lot of things that have happened since then. And, it could have even been, let's look back at the calendar. Somebody might help me remember if we put a little calendar out here. The September ink, paper, scissors was on the 29th of September. And I don't think I had class on the 2nd or the 9th, right? That sounds about right. So it's been 2.5 weeks. Wow. Okay. Do you think I'd be refreshed and exhilarated and like rocking and rearing and ready to go? You would think I would be if I actually took a vacation for those days for all that time. But I think most of you know by now that the time was not filled with vacation time by any means. It was definitely, it felt no different for me. I just changed what I was working on for that first week of the year. See, my mind is still crazy. For that first week in October, we worked extensively on the house. I have to say that we put lots of hours into getting some sort of cleanliness back, I guess you could say, to the house, and finishing up projects, because we've been putting off a lot. When you go every minute of every second of every day, there's not a lot of time to upkeep a house, you guys. People that come through my house, I tell them that if they have a problem with how dirty the house is, that not like the house is horrible, right? But we have cats, and Tyler tracks and stuff in his shoes, and it's like not like there's mud or like that kind of stuff anywhere, because I sweep, but like the floors hadn't been washed, and the bathroom mirrors hadn't been washed, and the dust hadn't been dusted. And so I always tell people that if they have a problem with it being dirty, they're welcome to come over and clean anytime they want. And so that deep cleaning of the house happened, you guys. I vacuumed the basement steps, and I took Mom and Diane down there to show that we've been cleaning in the basement. And Diane thought I got new carpeting. She thought that we carpeted the steps. And I'm like, no, I just vacuumed them. She's like, wow, the hairballs are all off. I'm like, because my hair goes everywhere. The cat's fur goes everywhere. And the litter, like from coming up the basement, the cats tracked the litter. And there's just like, it collected in the steps. And it's like, I think I hadn't vacuumed the steps in 3 years. So it just got the shop back up, and that thing sucks it all up, and everything is good. And so we worked on stone for over 65 hours between the two of us, and we got the stone wall up. If you guys go to my Facebook page, you can see how far we got. And we were going to work on it this last Sunday for the last day, and we both got to be like, yep, we're done with stone for this year. We're exhausted, and our body is fried from doing that kind of work, and it's getting colder. So we let the stone go, and no, we didn't finish it by any means. We worked on it last September, so a year ago, for about 80 hours, and we put in 65 hours this year, and we have, I estimate, another 80 hours to finish the project. And I was talking to my mom and Diane about it yesterday. I said, I don't think that it's going to just find its way of getting done. And I'm going to have to schedule a week off next year as well, hopefully sometime in June, so that it's done for the summer, and that we don't wait till October again to do it, or September, because it gets cold at this time of year. So that was working, and I stayed out of the emails for most of that time. I mean, I was still in them a little bit, but I definitely wasn't responding to class registrations. Tyler says there's no stamping emergencies. There's no such thing. And I said, well, sometimes there are for people. And so I did answer the phone, right? If people called, I definitely answered the phone for people. And if people texted or emailed, I didn't always get back right away. And I definitely waited until last week, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. So like the 6th, 7th, 8th, before I actually got into my class registration emails. And I think I spent 20 hours between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday responding to class registrations. And then I just, yeah. So still like going like crazy. So, but always in a good way, guys. So I know that there's a few of you that thought you had registered using the new form. And after discovering it, you think that it didn't submit all the way, or you didn't get to the end and hit submit. I know that there's a couple people that I can think of off the top of my head that said that they thought they registered, and then I said, well, I didn't see it come through. Is it possible you didn't click all the way to the end? And so there's a few registrations left to do, and there's a ton of emails to get through. But the good thing that I'm feeling is that we're almost ready for a big, huge shipping day tomorrow. I don't want to take this tablet off of the phone stand or the stand now, because the last time it happened, I think I lost everybody, but it was at the end, so it was okay. But at the end, if somebody catches me and says, hey, show us what the room looks like, I will take the tablet off the stand and I will show you the maze of boxes. I don't know if I turn it like this. You can see all the boxes staged along the countertop there, and then they're all like on the floor there too. They're all lined up, and they wrap all the way that way on the floor. I think we have about 60 boxes ready to ship out, and then we have about 30 other packages, and I dropped off 30 packages this morning because we did a preliminary shipping day yesterday to get as much out of here as that we could that didn't involve the Palooza. So you guys, it's still like crazy train with stuff going on. Definitely way too many things going on right now, but all okay. I think I generally get the feeling from people that they're happy that they're not the ones with all this all this stuff to do. But we'll get to class in a little bit, you guys. We haven't talked for about 2.5 weeks. And so just know that we probably won't get to making the 3 cards probably for at least another 20 or 30 minutes if I had to guess appropriately. So if that's what you're here for, just hang tight or come back or watch on the replay. But I've got lots of stuff to go over with you guys. So I want to remind everybody what we have left for this whole month. I think this is my first class of the month, so everything is happening yet. I'm so happy to say that the October monthly class PDF was emailed out to everybody yesterday. Yay, Jolene. She got us the PDF before class, which it has been a little bit of a trying struggle the last couple of months staying on track with all that. So when you do this many classes in a month and you have a family and you have a full-time working job, it's hard to keep up with everything. And so I give her lots of grace on that, and she's helping try to get back onto track where we're sending out the tutorials a little bit before the class versus after the class. So we're working really hard for that. So just know the monthly class was emailed out yesterday. Yay to that again, one more time. I do have a cell phone here. I have an announcements page that I created right before I took off for a few days or week and a half, 2.5 weeks. I want to go over the announcements page with you because I've been trying to use that through the last 2 weeks to share with you things that are happening. So, but before I do that, I'll say hi to everybody that's here. Hi, Julie Bontringer. There's Gwen Goda. Welcome to the team, Gwen. Welcome to the team, Julie. Yay, girls. There's Deanne Dawn and Faye Gabi and Susan Bellamy. Long time no talk. Hi to Randy and Connie. Welcome to the team, Connie. There's Nancy Mold. Yay. Still a bit bruised and abused from so many needles and injections. Oh no, Nancy. Hopefully you're continuing to get better and better though. And then there's Sarah's here. Hi, Kari Dwyer. There's Sarah Mitchell. Hello, Annette Rollin. We miss you lots already. I'm crying. No, I'm not. I'm just rubbing my eye, but I was looking like I was crying to tell you that we missed you. We do miss you. We're crying on the inside. Hi, Pat Shee Bischoff. There's Anna Rebedu. It's been so long. Welcome back to the team, Anna. Yay. And there's Jean Terwilliger. Hello, Doris Munson. There's Jean Shute. Hi, Holly. There's Sherry Martin and Linda Hall. And how many nails are broken? Too many, right? There's Mary Carls and Donna Grushke. And hi, Barbara Gabi. And there's Rosie Prouty. Okay, we got a small crew today, but that's okay. So I've got the announcements page. I know that it's getting to be the fall season. I don't know if summer's more busy or if the fall is more busy or if the winter's more busy, but it's always a crazy time. So just know that if you're catching this and you can't watch it all in its entirety, the replay is always available for people to watch whenever they have a moment in time to do it. So what's that? I have laryngitis and can't even get out a whisper. Oh no, your little man loves no voice. Freddie loves no voice. Oh, yeah, your little man, right? So I just want to remind everybody that you might not have caught this before I went live, or before I kind of took off for this hiatus for 2.5 weeks, but under the resources section of my website at cardsbychrisb.com, I created a section at the top here called announcements and what's up. And here's what we've got. I'm still working through emails from the end of September and early October. They're there, but class registrations, I'm feeling really good about class registrations. So as long as you did your class registration through the Google form, we're good to go. I would like to say thank you. There was about 90 people who filled out the class registration form via the new Google form. Thank you. Amazing. There were probably 10 people who didn't, and that's no problem. I was able to add them to myself. So all in all, I think we have about 100 people that are in that registration form for me and my spreadsheet to keep track of. Thank you. So yay. So I'm still working through emails. If anybody signed up for the classes and they haven't gotten back, if you haven't heard back from me, just let me know. The other thing here that's important, the second paragraph I have here, I am starting to transition away from my MSN email address. So people who've been watching me since the beginning of time, or even since last month, there's a kidding sign, there's honey. You'll know that I've been primarily using my MSN email address. Yes, Mary Carl said, hope that Jean heals up soon. We sure do hope you do, Jean. So my email address is just inundated with spam. That email address, I've had it since 1999, and I get so much garbage in there these days. And on top of it, I send so many emails from it that at some point I'm getting flagged as a spammer. Well, you guys, I try not to spam you. I send you stuff about the business, basically, all the things that I possibly can. So, and sometimes it's a couple emails in a day, and sometimes 3, it just depends, right? But so I've been sending emails to Kelly Lamb, who does my paper pumpkin classes and my kit classes, who helps me all the time. I've been trying to email things to her, and they're bouncing back. And I just am frustrated with the whole emails bouncing back. A bunch of you haven't gotten emails from me. Hello, Hunky Noodle Boy. And so I think it's time. It's officially time to transition away from the MSN email address and work out of the Cards by Chris B email address. So for those of you who are newer to me, you've probably been using that, and a bunch of you probably have been using that. And it was great if you had been using that the whole time, because I actually was forwarding that email to my MSN. So I wasn't missing things that were going into the cardsbychrisb.com. But now we're at a point where you don't have to copy all the emails. You don't have to use CBC Enroll. Now that we've transitioned into this new Google form, it's been amazing. And if I have a helper that does want to help me with, like Kelly or Amanda, somebody wants to help me with my emails, they can log in through my Chris MB, Christine at cardsbychrisb.com, set them up as a user. So just know that we're ready to start making the transition. So if anybody has the MSN email address saved for me, you can go ahead into your contacts and update it so that when you email me the next time, it is going to be emailing Christine at cardsbychrisb.com. So that would be awesome. Hi, Yvette Lopez. Welcome to the team, Yvette. There's Sherry Everett. Yay. And so that is what this paragraph is all about. So you guys, on my website, you can find this on the resources tab. And then the other thing that I want to tell you guys, oh my gosh, we have been in the thick of the Paper Palooza. You guys, there's still about 30 spots left. So if you feel like you missed out or finances weren't quite right in the past little bit, like month and a half or 2 months ago, and now things are going to be freeing up and you've got some funds and you want to get the Paper Palooza, just know I have about 30 left. I think I have maybe even 35 left. I don't know exactly the number, but it's in the 30s. And we officially have it ready to go. Almost all these boxes that are staged here are ready to ship out. You could have picked to do the Palooza this month in October, or you could pick it for November. And I'll be honest with you, if you really want to wait and get it as a Christmas present in December, I'll hold it for you and you can pay for it in December. Maybe you're going to get some Christmas money or you're going to get some birthday money later in the year and you want to use it for that. I don't mind holding things for people as long as it's not like a half a year or a year, right? That gets to be too long. But for those that didn't know what the Palooza all included, I can show that to you. Oh man, I left the cards upstairs. Oh, darn it. Of course I did. Oh, I'm pretty sure I left them sit right upstairs on the counter. Well, there's 14 amazing card kits, and I'll share with you what they look like in a nutshell. I have a picture of them. So that's how it goes, you guys. I even went up there and I put them in a box. And so if you're looking for information on the Palooza, and just know if you're getting anything for the month and you want to add the Palooza, we can still do that. But if you go to the events calendar, at the moment, I have it staged on October 1st. But I'm going to soon move it over to November 1st, so it stays in the current month. And all the information is here. There's Rosie Prouty. The tiger is there. He's drinking from the bowl. So you're happy to be a bee. Yay! Okay, scroll down. I have a collage of the cards here. Gosh darn it. I was going to have all of them here. Kelly put this together for me. So you can see that we created, Amanda Waldhart and I are doing this event together. We created 14 different cards, all different aspects here. You've got New Year's, you got Christmas, you got fall. You got, that one was more manly, womanly, kiddish, and then we've got more feminine, Christmas, Halloween. We've got the more masculine and autumn again. So like a whole gamut. And we have 14 different cards featuring the 17 different papers, right? So we put this together. That was Hunky. Oh, so if you're looking at Hunky, he's the one right here, right now. He's more black. So more black with gray. And Tigger's more brown with tan. Both very tiger looking though. So they look very similar though in the camera. Hi, Kathy Crumpton. All right, so if you're wondering what comes in the Palooza, I'm wanting water too. I got scolded, not scolded, but I got told by somebody recently that I need to drink more water during my lives. And so I'm going to try to do that because I do go 2 hours without drinking water. And with all the hot air that I'm putting out, that's why they think I get that or I'm coughing more. So I'm going to try to drink more water, you guys, while I'm live. Okay. So the Palooza, not to spoil it for anybody. Hi, Kathy Showalter. The other thing too for the Palooza, what I worked on last night for 6 hours is I made so Amanda made half the videos and then I did the other half of the videos. So we have video tutorials and a PDF tutorial that will be coming really, really soon. We're planning to ship this tomorrow for the most part. And then what'll happen is a tutorial will follow as it's like within the next 5 days is the ultimate goal. So not to ruin the surprise for people, but this is what you'll get when you get the Palooza. One of your attendance gifts, this is Maria Gilbertson's name is on here. One of the pillow gifts is got your name on it, and it uses that little envelope thing from the North Pole delivery suite. And we had car coasters made for you to put in your car. And so it says sunshine, love, and big hugs. Now, we originally slated it to have 2 in here, and 2 fit, but it doesn't shut. So we had the height right for it, right? So this goes great, right? But it doesn't shut completely with 2 in it. So we left one of them in the packaging that it came in, and then we put the other one in here. So we definitely tried, but that's how that works. So we've got a pair of car coasters for people. And then another one is Chris Duderenke helped me make little gift bags using those little mini the iridescent treat bags. And we went with a snowflake theme. So we got a little pillow gift. And then I've got another little pillow gift filled with drink mixes. Now, if you did the escape with me, you got different color. You got orange, and you got 2 different drink mixes. For this one, there's 2 other drink mixes, and we went with a pink theme. So pillow gifts. And then you guys have seen this. I did a vote to see about what to put on the mug. And so we've got a camping mug for you. So we're following our camping theme. You guys are getting all your ducks in a row to have a great camping adventure. So it says, crafting is my happy place. So we have an enamel mug for you. And then the prize patrol, we got a Stella pen in here because every card needed Stella on it. And then you've got your 14 card kits that are all packaged 1 through 14 in the order the tutorial is going to come. A thank you card, and then your goodie bag includes all the designer series papers, all 17 sheets in either 2 6x6s or a 6x12, and it includes the die cuts that are from 2 of the sheets. And so we've got this set up so that you can cut into your designer series paper, and so you'll get a nice sampling. We love the fact that we were able to give you a full 6x12 sheet with this goodie bag so that you get a little bit easier. I like 6x12 because you can get 3 full mats out of the card, which is awesome. And then you still have a strip on the bottom to put on the inside of your card if you want. So that is basically it. And the best part, the reason that people get the Paper Palooza, actually what they've told me, is because it includes my mom's homemade cookies. So today she and my dad were busy, elves in the kitchen. They were making cookies for everybody. And we did a little poll last time I was live, or 2 times ago that I was live. And I think the general synopsis, or like the result, was we were having snickerdoodle cookies. Now, some of you, like 80% will get snickerdoodle, but a small portion will get oatmeal raisin. And she made a batch of oatmeal raisins specifically for Trisha Fagley and for Yvette Lopez because they're also getting the Escape from me mailed. And that is what she made for the Escape, was oatmeal raisin. So she made a batch of oatmeal raisin. So some people, I'll make sure that if you didn't get the Escape, then you might get oatmeal raisin. Okay, so that's how I was gonna put that in my head, and I remember all that stuff. So Trisha and Yvette, you lucky girls, you're gonna get 4 cookies from my mom. So I have heard that people do events with me for my mom and dad's cooking in person, and also for their cookies. So just that's like the bonus, is you get homemade cookies. So that's the Palooza. I am going to keep talking about the Palooza until they're all gone. So just know that there's about 35, 30, somewhere in the 30 range, that there's 30 left. I ended up making 108 of them. So that's really great. I know for the annual catalog Palooza, I had a 96 plus, I think I helped Amanda have 10. So that's why I put my number around that number. So we'll see how it goes. Yay for the retreat and the Palooza. Yay, exactly. So Yvette Lopez and Trisha, your boxes are going to be full. So is Kathy Crumpton. Your box is going to be huge too. So that is what I've got for the Palooza, which is super cool. So hi, Catherine Healy. Thanks so much. Hello, Feline. I gave your husband the oatmeal raisins cookies from the Escape. So does Feline, does that mean you want snickerdoodles? I think I saw you say yay for snickerdoodles. So all right, so going back to the announcement section, you guys, this is one thing I want you guys to, I've been getting lots of questions that I thought, well, if I just had a chalkboard where I could write my notes on. So I looked at it that this is going to be my electronic notebook for you guys to know where you could find, if you have questions about things, to maybe check this first, right? So we talked about the Palooza. You guys, I mentioned earlier the October monthly class PDF tutorial was emailed out to people on 10/15 around 7 p.m. Very specific so that you can check your email. I also added to the Inspiration Hive. And then are you looking for the 2026 mini desk calendars, you guys? These little calendars are what we use all around the Hive, and a lot of people get them. Now, the thing is, you could go buy them from Tailored Expressions, which is where I buy them from. You're welcome to. But just know you have to pay shipping unless it's over $75. Those calendars were on sale last week. And thank you to those people who reached out to me, because people know that I get them every year and I usually get enough for everybody that wants them. And so I bought the exact same amount that I bought last year, which is plenty. And if you want to get any of them, I sell them singly. So some people just buy one. Really, that's what they want, is one. Some people buy 2. Some people buy 40. Just know that you can go to Tailored Expressions, and if you want to buy other things and get over $75, you could buy them yourself. I just don't think they're on sale anymore. But it takes a little bit to get them in and to open them up and package them and then ship them, blah, 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 all that stuff. So I just keep it simple. They're 50 cents each. Or you could get a pack of 10 for $4, right? So if you do want calendars from me, those little mini calendars, if you just click right there on the word here, it will take you into a registration form. And you can tell me your first and last name, your phone number, your shipping address, and how many calendars you would like and how you plan to pay for them. Now, don't send me any money, okay? Just don't randomly send me $4 or whatever dollars, because we have to figure out if there's shipping or not. So if you're getting a shipment from me, I don't have them yet, right? They are not, I don't know when they're slated to come in, but I don't think I'll have them in time for shipping, because shipping is tomorrow. This stuff is all going to be out of here. But what I can promise is, if you want them, if you want calendars through me, 1, 2, 10, 20, up to 50, I'd say max at like 40 or 50. I know I had somebody that got 40 last year, which was fine. I can accommodate that. I bought a few hundred, like a lot of hundreds. So just know, don't send me money. We're going to build this all into your November registration, so that you can send me one payment. And if you have a box or a package going out in November, there will be no additional shipping. Now, if you are not getting anything else from me and you're buying one calendar, it'll be the cost of $1, right? Because that's how much it basically is a stamp these days. And to get an envelope, okay? So just know that there will be a shipping cost if they're shipping by themselves. But again, I don't want people randomly sending me $1 or $2 or $5 and tracking that. I'd rather you order them and then wait for me to tell you how much to send, and then send payment when I'm working on payment processing time. Okay, I'm a little inundated with payment processing. Still haven't made it through a stack of mail this big. You guys, I have a stack this big yet since the sometime around September 20th, right? So if you've mailed me something since September 20th and you haven't heard from me yet, that is why I haven't had a moment to sit down and process mail. And just keep holding tight. Just know I most likely got it. I know people have reached out and asked, and I don't mind looking through the pile and telling people, but at some point I have about an hour or an hour and a half I need to sit and process mail, and that's when I'll get through them. So just where I'm at with that. And the desk calendars, though, if you got them in the past and you want to get them, but you don't want to fill out the Google form, just send me an email to my email address and I'll fill out the form for you and add you to get them. So I don't want to not have somebody sign up for a class or the desk calendars or anything they want with me because of filling out a Google form, right? So make sure that you just let me know. All right. And then it says here, are you a B or a dedicated to me customer who is not on the team that is traveling to Onstage in Long Beach, California alone? I'm starting the planning process. So I just want to get the ball started rolling slowly. Just know that I do like for everybody to be together, especially those on my team, and especially those people who are not on my team that are part of my community that don't have anybody else to hang out with. I don't want anybody being alone. Okay, so I do have a few people that have been hanging out with me through the years on stages, and just know you're welcome. Like Judy Sharp asked, well, I have a now. So Judy Sharp's not on my team, and she said, I have a downline now on my team. Can she also hang out with? Yes. You know, I'm not going to have one person and then not the next person. So, Judy, an extension to you and your team, that is more than perfectly great, right? And include them. They're welcome. So I'm trying to get a handle on who, because I don't want to miss anybody. I hate forgetting people and forgetting to let them know. And so even if you're on the fence about going, it asks that, are you definitely going? Are you maybe going? Or if you're not going, don't fill it out, right? So it's only for people who are a maybe or a yes. I'm going just because I want to make sure that when I start sending emails that I include everybody. So that's in, you guys. I'm reading off of the announcements here. The Wounded Warriors next, right? I want to talk about that really quick. So the Wounded Warrior benefit is coming up in a couple weeks. We had 352 card sets that we made last year because of the whole monstrosity of an event that we did last year with the Statement of the Heart recipient award and Stampin' Up being involved. So we're kind of riding on the coattails of last year's event. So we made a decision to kit up 200 card kits, not 352, because we thought, well, that's a lot. I think a lot of people did this last year just to be part of it last year. But we thought 200. Let's do a stretch goal and get 200. So we kitted up 200 card kits times 6 cards last week. Oh. And I actually should say we did 160 because we're actually making 40 sets up as made cards. And where are we at? Does anybody want to take a guess at how many we have sold so far? And by sold, I mean how many we got donations for, because it's a $40 donation plus shipping, and the $40 donation goes to the Wounded Warrior Project. We don't keep any of that. I have been blessed because my community came together and they donated all of the materials for what we needed for all of the cards. So it's a straight $40 donation. So if you've been on the fence about wanting to do it or not, just know that we don't keep any of that. It will all go. And so if we have 200 times $40, that's already an $8,000 donation. That doesn't include extra donations. That doesn't include the raffle. So our goal this year was $10,000 for the Wounded Warrior Project, which helps veterans. So I'll show you the cards. I forgot to use mine's from last year. I know, Yvette, right? I bought 700 last year of those little calendars. I had 8 left at the very end. And somebody reached out to me and asked for them, and it took me a little bit too long to get back to them. And by the time I got back to them, they said, sorry, I'm good. And I'm like, oh, darn. That's what happens, though. So I think I just gave them to somebody, and I said, make something pretty with these. So I want to going to see what my finances. So yeah, so Yvette, definitely fill out the form and put on there that it's a maybe for you. You looked at the donation paper, looks full. So yes, we filled up, you guys. Whenever I do a grocery list for the benefit materials, it fills up within 24 hours. It's done. I think last year, the MS benefit earlier this year, this one last year, all of them, my community rallies together so fast, and everything was donated within 24 hours, which was phenomenal. Now what we're looking for is to fill, so all those materials came in, and what we did is we kitted up all these cards. And if you're not wanting to put the cards together yourself, you could ask for a set of completed cards. So out of the 200, we kitted up 160, and 40 are going to be made. And I think, so Susan guessed 140. No, I wish I could say it was 200. Well, no, the girls are probably happy that it's not 200 and that we're sold out, because then I'd be contemplating making more kits, and they're like, we're good. So we are at 115 right now out of 200. So there are 85 spots left for the Wounded Warrior cards. So definitely, it's not too late. You guys, it's still 2 weeks out, if I'm not mistaken. It's not this coming weekend. It's the following weekend. So we have a good 2 weeks yet to move 85 more kits, either completed kits or completed cards, or if you want to come in person that day, or if you want kits. Kits is probably the best way to go, or coming in person. But it's great. We're at 115, so we're over half. We've crossed the hump of the middle hurdle, but we still have a chunk more to go. So I would feel very much more at ease if we were at like 170 or 175 and have 25 going into the rest of the week. So just know that it's still a good number. I definitely agree. And over time, we'll work on it. And the cards are so pretty, you guys. Jay Shante and Nancy Haggard helped with the design of these cards. And so we've got the Christmas one here. We've got the America. And we've got our chicken riding on a tractor. This one is, I did a blue tractor for my dad. So again, you'll get the America, right? And if you want to use it, you can. If you don't, you could stamp something else. You can make it into a birthday card or a thinking of you card. And then we've got a snowflake card for the winter. We've got the arches card here, more of a fall card. Hello, Nedra Dover. Some people play hog with the donations. Haha, they should let other people have a chance. Well, Mary Carls, I will say that I'm happy with any time that registration form gets full. And I know in particular one person donated a lot, and she did it for a reason. And I'm okay with whoever donates, right? So and at the end of the day, it doesn't come down, like, to me, it's like, as long as everything got donated, because let's say that somebody didn't donate as much as they did, it could have sat there potentially not filled for 2 weeks, because I never know how many more people need to donate. So, and I think I did mention to people on my live that I was going to be doing it, and I posted it right away, and I sent an email about it right away. And as soon as that email hit, it was about 6 hours later that it was there. So it's okay. So I don't want there were a few people that donated a lot, you guys. There were a few people that donated a lot. And you know what? It's okay. I'm going to say I'm so happy that so many people donated so much that it's okay. And Mary, there's like it's okay, it really is, and I'm happy that you can come and give me your time. See, that's a great thing, is that some people donated more because they're not local, and it's a way for them to give back because they're not able to come. And Mary, it's so exciting because you can come and be with us next Thursday. Anybody that's local to me, just, I'm putting it out there, October 23rd is next week Thursday. We're going to get together as a group and finish off assembling the made cards. And so I'm going to be blessed with your time in person next week. And that's a big deal too. So that's awesome, because I couldn't make all 6 times for 240 cards myself. And so the team comes together, and that's awesome. Judy Immel was here today. I know Shelly and Judy and Jill worked on the cards last week. Sue Deppis took stuff home with her, and she donated her time. And so all in all, we all work together as a great community, and we get it all done, and it's so amazing. So if anybody, though, what we're looking for now, if anybody wants to donate $40 plus shipping, you could get a set of these cards as kits or made, and you could gift them. You could gift them to somebody, and so you're getting a double whammy. You're donating to a great cause, and you're getting the kits or the cards completed, and you could use them as a Christmas present or a birthday present. So anybody that signed up for one set that wants to get a second set, that would be awesome too. Do you need baskets yet? Well, so here's a little update on the baskets. Thanks for asking about that, Mary. I appreciate that. Bonnie was over here on Monday, and we went through the baskets. We are at about 30 baskets. And what it would take now, if anybody else does want to donate a basket, do you also have a veteran that would like to be represented with the basket? Do you have somebody that you could sponsor? We do have a couple people left that were sponsored last year, that somebody represented them or sponsored them last year, and then they didn't want to sponsor this year. But there are other people that came in this year that said, hey, I want to sponsor somebody that wasn't sponsored last year, right? So we weren't going to push people to get sponsored if they didn't have the same representative. So if you know somebody that you'd like to sponsor, or you would like to, we could always add more baskets. Last year we had 43 baskets, and this year we're going to have, it's about 30 right now. So if you'd like to, what I need you to do is reach out to Bonnie or ask me for Bonnie's phone number. Bonnie's the one in charge of the raffle. I help with her. We work on it together, but she handles, let's say, 80% of it. I might help with the other 20 with coordination and stuff. So if you want to donate money or a basket, there's still time. We plan to do the video for the benefit on October 27th, sometime around 3:30 in the afternoon. That is our plan. And that's a week before the event, or less than a week before the event. And we're planning to do a walkthrough of the baskets that we have, so you can see what baskets you'd like to put your tickets in. This raffle is different than how I do other raffles. This one is where you buy tickets and they specifically go into each basket, where when I do other raffles, they go into the mix and we pick numbers. So I do this raffle different than I do my escape raffles. So, but yes. Hi, Ruth Nicholson. You just signed up for the fall paper palooza. You'll mail a check. Awesome. So Ruth, the question I would have before you mail the check is, we can do two things, and anybody else too. This is for everybody. If you're getting something from me this month and you want me to mail the palooza, I could hold your shipment and save a little on shipping. And if you wanted, I think I'd take $4 off because I already gave you reduced pricing on other classes, Ruth, and so I'd take $4 off. So instead of $132, it would be $128, which $4 is $4, and what I could do is ship it out next week. I would just need to know that to hold it. And if you're like, nope, just ship it in November, we'd use it as your starting point for November, and then we'd build your package off of the palooza. And November shipment, you guys, the shipping day in November is, oh man, it's really early. It's November 7th. Oh, okay. I have to think about that because we got to get some cards designed. Okay. So, all right. So that's the November 7th. That might be a stretch shipping day, but we're going to go for it. So Mary Carl, send me a note. I just saw that you asked for her phone number, and I might not remember that after the live, but if you could just text me, I'll send you her phone number. Feline said, I believe the America sentiment is printed. So yeah, so you guys, we cheated on that. So Tyler helped with the design of the America card, and the chicken riding on the seat was Tyler's idea, and the America was Tyler's idea. And there is no America stamp. So I had Kelly go onto her handy dandy computer and use that font and what she did is she put 24 of them on a sheet, and then we cut them up and we're sending them to you. And she actually designed them in a way that the word bubble is even there. So there's a word bubble around it. So all you guys have to do is cut it out. Now, if you don't want America on your chicken card, chicken tractor card, you're going to get a white piece like this, and it has America on one side. You could flip it over and stamp whatever you want on the other side, small, right? And that's where your chicken's going to come out of too. So the chicken comes from the tractor set. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? So, all right, but yes, so the America is not a Stampin' Up! Stamp. It is not any stamp whatsoever. It is printed and provided for you. Yay! Okay, so you don't have to worry about having the stamp. Ship now is okay because you already shipped. Oh, I did! Ruth! Good point, my friend. Your package got delivered to the post office this morning at 9 a.m. or UPS, whichever it went out. So yes, we will plan to hold it for November. So that is a very true statement, Ruth. There were about 35 packages that went out this morning that we prepared yesterday for people who didn't get the Palooza. So those got out of here. So you're right. Good call. It did ship. And I promise it shipped. Not like one of the other times where I held on to it for just a little bit. Okay, let's keep going here. So the September showcase happened already. And a little note, I get this question all the time. Where are we at with the October showcase? Okay, well, I don't do a showcase and I don't set the showcase date until I know I'm going to be done with the designing or I'm done with the designing. So where are we at with designing? That is the $1 million question. All right, so we worked on stuff today and we have a little bit done, all right? We have ink, paper, scissors is done for November. If you guys go out to my website for the ink, paper, scissors day, I don't have the cards down here handy, but ink, paper, scissors for November's design. That was done like 2 weeks ago already. The cover photo is already out on the events. It's there, right? All solid. Perfect. Then we also have the monthly class, which I am very pleased to say that we're about 90% done with the monthly class as of today. I'll show you the 3 cards so that you can get a little sneaky peeky and see what we've got coming up. 3 Christmas cards, okay? So we're still rolling into the holidays here. And so these are what I have lined up for you for this one. Now, this one's our elegant, regal-esque card. I can't, like the camera just doesn't do it justice. We have what's making it look glossy back here is we have some earthen foil and then shaded spruce, cherry cobbler, and pecan pie. It's just very elegant looking. And then we have your shaker card like that. And then we added the tags here. So we've got 3 really pretty Christmas cards. Really got the shaded spruce going on with cherry cobbler. And so that's what we've got for the monthly. Now, that's perfect. Got that lined up. And the other one that we worked on, it was the Memories and More card class. So the Memories and More is set for early November. It's called Joyful Days, and that got designed today. Now, there are no gems. So that monthly one I just showed you, not all the gems are on the cards yet, but we're getting close. Hi, Trisha Fagley. Arriving late, but we're still getting started, though. So I have maybe about 20 people who always do my Memories and More class with me. So I need my Memories and More people to reach out to me already now after you see the cards. Shoot me an email. This is what I'd love. Shoot me an email. Say, please get me signed up for it, and I need the full thing, or I am doing team pricing. Don't wait for the registration form to come out to let me know, because what happens is I need to buy product ahead of time, and it takes 7 to 8 days for it to arrive to me, and I'd rather not have to expedite it. So I am going to tell you guys that if you see these cards and you're like, yep, I know I want to do the Memories and More, send me a quick note. Let me know already. And then when the registration form comes out, that's when you can officially register and get it into the Google backend form for me. So with the Memories and More class, this one's different because they give you 6 of each pattern of the little note card things, or like not note cards, but the mats, I should say. And how we designed them is there's 6 unique layouts, and you're going to make 3 of each, meaning you're going to do 18 cards. And that's using only half of the pack, okay? So for those of you on my team, you can get the team pricing option where you buy your own Memories and More pack, the ribbon and the gems. For those people who aren't on my team, then the full package, the whole class, it's a fee-based class, it would come with the Memories and More pack, the ribbon, and the gems. and the envelopes, right? So if you're on the team, you need to provide all the materials yourself. And what you would get through me is the card packet. And the card packet will have 18 bases. It'll have 18 insides. It'll have 18 mats for the outside. It'll have probably whatever, how many small mats. It'll have any strips that are used. It'll have anything extra, right? So that's what the card kit's going to consist of. So I'm going to show you 6 unique cards. No gems on them yet, okay? And we just figured out the gem. Yeah, so I don't have that yet, Susan Bellamy. I got to look at what 18... So in the past, I've done $20, but it's only been 15 cards. So I have to look. I got to do a little math before I tell you how much it'll be. So don't worry about the price. Again, you guys, whenever you want to get registered for things, just don't worry about like how much to send me until I can tell you how much to send, because these amounts will get wrapped into the November registration process, right? So, but I'll show you the 6 cards, and then on this one, go for it. Tell me, yep, I want this. And that will help me forecast already what we need to make for this one. So it's called Joyful Days, Memories and More class. And there's 6 unique cards. So I'm only showing you one, but you're going to make 3 of each of these. And again, the gems are not on yet, but the gems that we're going to use are these new gems that just got launched in the pre-order. And so these are the earthy matte dots. So if you're a demonstrator or you sign up to become a demonstrator this month, you can add these to your orders or your starter kits, and they're going to be perfect because they got cherry cobbler, they got pecan, and they got espresso, which is going to be perfect for this class. So you need that, plus you need the green, the olive, and the espresso twine. So you're going to make 3 of this card. You'll make 3 of this card. So for those people that love the quick and easy cards and you need a bunch of cards fast, you're going to make 18 with this Memories and More class. And so it's 3 of 6 different designs. And you'll use the twine, you'll use the gems, and the Memories and More card pack. So hot off the press, so hot that I don't even have the gems. So yes, so Kathy and anybody that would like to, let's just say, pre-register for this class, please send me an email to the Christine@cardsbycrispy.com. I'll see that email and I'll confirm and I'll say, gotcha, on my list, right? So that's your pre-registration. And then when it comes time to actually fill out the November registration form, you're going to put it on there again, and that's going to be your official registration. And so if you're on the team, you'll be able to have the option of team pricing or getting the whole thing. Some people on my team just want it all, right? And they don't have to worry about buying the little bits and parts. And so just know that you can have both options. And if you're not on my team, then the Memories and More are usually $50 or $55. It just depends. I have to add up how much the materials come to and figure out the pricing. And then Susan, at that point, that's when I'll have the team pricing amount too. So again, hold the phone on sending any money, okay? So awesome. Water time, okay? So leading up to the October showcase then, we've got a Memories and More class, which is pretty much designed. We have monthly class design. We have ink, paper, scissors designed. And then the Advent calendar class that Kelly and I are doing together. We have 7 of the 12, and I'm going to twist her arm and maybe make it 13 cards. I'm not quite certain, but we're halfway done. We got 7 of them done out of either 12 or 13. Diane and I are getting together next week to design Stamp-A-Stack. And then I have the Sweet Bundle class to work on yet next week. And we have Let's Just Stamp to design. So there's 3 things left to design. So I'd say we're halfway done, but we need all of next week yet to get the designing done. And I'm looking to do a showcase probably on the 28th or the 29th as soon as I can, right? So once I have the date and the time, I'll announce it on the announcements section on my website. I'll create the events in Facebook and on my website, and I'll send the email. So for those of you that don't get emails from me, make sure you're registered to get emails from me, and then you'll get that email in your inbox. So yay. Okay. So we're cruising along, you guys. I told you that we've got lots of announcements. It's been a little while. And then if we look back here, I did send out the September Technique Club class PDF to you guys. That was sent out on 10/7. So that was sometime last week. And the ACE Creative presentation is still in the works. I'm crossing my fingers that I still have it by the end of this week. So I know people are looking for it. I apologize. I know people have been reaching out to specific presenters, and you're welcome to do that, and they're happy to share that information with you. I'm going to keep pulling at the Jolene string until I get that from her. She's working as best she can to get everything. And then at the At the bottom here is where you can get the registration link for the Palooza or the 12 days of crafting fun that Kelly and I are doing. So that is something that's new. We came out with that there's that crafting advent calendar that Stampin' Up came out with. Now, not to ruin it or burst anybody's spoiler stuff, it doesn't have anything Christmassy related in it, which I'm actually happy for, just because this way it's not time sensitive with the holidays. So Kelly and I decided to work together, and she's just actively starting to work her business. And so I said to her that I would help her with her first event. Yay! So we're designing the cards together, and you're going to love them. They're really pretty. So far, they're very flowery, okay? So if you love flowers, you're going to love it. If you hate flowers, you're not going to like it. And the goal with that was she's honoring the team pricing option. So she's on my team, and so she's still honoring the whole team pricing that if you're on the team, the Be Happy Stampers, you could buy the card kit from her. And then if you're not on the team, she's working to earn Costa Rica. So her goal is to do it through a combination of sales and team building. And so she put this advent calendar out there. Her idea is if you're not on the team, you can get the card kits for free with a $140 purchase. And the reason and now that I see what other demonstrators are doing, I thought, wow, that was really priced good. I saw other demonstrators are offering a tutorial for free with the purchase of the advent calendar. So you're getting a tutorial with 12 card kits for the $99 purchase. And what Kelly's doing with me, this is what we kind of decided together, is if you place a $140 order with her, you get the 12, maybe 13 card kits on top of a PDF tutorial and a video tutorial. All right. And she's going to do a video each day. So you're going to be able to watch it. I think she's going to have them pre-recorded, and then she's going to air them each day. So you can feel like you're experiencing that whole 12-day thing. I don't know if you guys are like me, but if you got that advent calendar, I didn't wait and open up one every day. No, I took 5 minutes. I opened each one up, boom, 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 boom. And I was like a kid in a candy store, just going to town. And I was like, I knew I started with the big square. Did I do them in order? I think I did do them in order. But knowing now what I know, I would have opened up and I'm just going to spoil it. If you didn't know it, that one square, that's 6x6 is designer series paper. And that was my favorite part of the entire thing. I think, is it Sandy Koyamri? Did you told me that you bought 2 of them just to get a second set of the paper. So, yeah. So, and for the most part, we're trying to design it in a way that you have half of the materials left over to make more cards. We were really trying to keep it that way. It's too hard with this one to divide things in half because there's only one label or there's one of this, but we're really trying to design it so that you have enough materials left over to kind of duplicate it, but not really exactly, but close. So it's fun. We were able to design, I think it was this past Tuesday, 2 days ago, we did 7, was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday. We did 7 cards in about 3 hours. And it was just, the materials kind of all work together so nicely that it was easy to create that. So it's fun. So hello, Mary Lemke. Yours is open too. Yeah, right? I mean, how do you not open it all up and just like see it all right off the bat? Okay, so we talked about the showcase. We talked about the Palooza Advent. A little recap, you guys. We're almost sold out of 2 classes this month. So we're halfway through the month. It's the 16th today. It's the 16th today. And we are close on 2 classes. 2. I'm going to share with you what. So if you're new to me, you're watching me for the first time ever, and you don't know what anything is going on, I offer card classes that are kitted. All right, Mary Carls, we'll see you later. Catch the replay. Sorry, I keep talking. Sorry, but not sorry, you guys. We just have so much to talk about. You haven't seen me for 2 weeks, and all this stuff would have been talked about for the last 2 weeks. So I'm sorry that you didn't get to watch it, but the replay is there forever. So that's awesome. Let's Just Stamp, you guys. You either are loving or hating Let's Just Stamp sign design. We picked sign design because we figured we could easily create 3 cards. I had people just sign up just for this class only, and I had people that signed up for everything, and then I have people in the middle that got this and maybe didn't get it. So you either were loving or hating. We grossly over forecasted. I think we kitted for 60 and we still have 30 left. So there's lots of availability on sign design. But if you're looking for some easier cards, these will be really fun and easy to put together. You just need sentiments for them. So that's the Let's Just Stamp. I'm doing this live with you guys on Monday, right? So Monday at 1 o'clock. And then the ink, paper, scissors, that's later in the month. I think there's 15 left of this out of 88. So that's not so bad, right? We still have 2 weeks left. Loving this one with the blue. So go Team Blue. fun fold there and a fun fold there. Everywhere a fun fold. Yeah. So this one, you guys, this one will probably get close to selling out. So if you'd still like to get on the list for this, please reach out to me. Either at this moment, I've gotten through all of the registrations on the registration form. So if you're somebody who already filled it out, but you didn't include this class, you're more than welcome to fill out the registration form again, and I will see that, and then I'll contact you. I didn't have people fill out 2 of them right off the bat if they changed their mind or wanted to add something, because I would have processed the first one and then I would have came to the second one and I would have had to do it again. Now I've gone through most of them except for the ones that have just recently signed up. So if you'd like to get this class and you haven't gotten it yet and you've already done the registration, go ahead and fill out another registration form. You're welcome to. So that's ink, paper, scissors featuring Peaceful Garden. And then we have the Traditions of Christmas. I have about 20 left of this one as well. Really pretty Christmas cards. All the die cutting, the embossing is done for you. All you need are your own sentiments to add to these cards. And this one's coming up next week, Thursday, the 23rd. So if anybody wants to get things added to your kits that are supposedly shipping out tomorrow, please reach out to me immediately so I can make sure I hold your shipment till I can get the extra classes added. We're missing a gem here. It did fall off and it fell in Karen's bag and I wasn't going to go digging for it. This is the order-based class. And this one, I have 8 left, I think. So on this one, wait, hang on 1 second, Water. Hello, Snorri Mom. Hello, Deb Norman. And Deb opened all of the doors as well. Want to see the video. Yeah, it's hard. Like the advent calendar was hard, especially if you didn't want to have a surprise ruined. But you guys, for this Blackberry Bliss class, you guys are loving it. So this is my Blast from the Past order-based class. It was, Diana had it in person 2 nights ago. People loved it. All you need are sentiments. You don't need anything other than sentiments and some black and some blackberry ink. I'm sorry, espresso and blackberry ink. We did bring in retired product. That was a disclaimer. It definitely was. I had 4 packs of this paper. We originally kitted up 44. I wasn't even halfway done through my registrations, you guys, with 100 people registering. I wasn't even halfway done through my registrations, and the class was sold out. And I knew in the back of my head that if we had at least 8 people more than 44 sign up for it, that we would make it. And we not only made 8 more, we made 26 more. So we ended up with a total of 70. Basically, we went with all the paper that I had got consumed. So I have no packs of this beautiful blackberry. I had bought 4 packs when it went out 2 years or 3 years ago. Bought 4 packs for myself. And I gave up all 4 of my packs so that 70 people could have the love. Now, not 70. I had one person that bought on the team. So if you're on my team, you have the option of buying this class. It was fee-based or order-based. If you're not on my team, then you have the opportunity to get this class by placing an order with me, and that worked. So we do quarterly order-based classes to help boost our sales quarterly, either at the end of the quarter or sometimes it flows over till now we're at the beginning of a new quarter, but that's okay. If you want to place an order, you could get this class for free. It was free with a $60 order, and if there are any left 3 months after the class, that's when I change them over to being able to be purchased. And at this moment, with having only 9 left and the class is still a week and a day away, I don't foresee that this class will be available for purchase in 3 months. So it's so pretty. So again, this is what it looks like. If you'd like to get this class added yet to your package, you can definitely do that. Hello, Joy Moody. There's Pat Roll. Just signed up for a bunch of classes. And you then I also signed up for the Palooza, but I may be messed that one up. No, you did it perfectly, Pat. Pat, you filled out the official Palooza registration form, which is what I needed you to do. And I have a box sitting on the counter for you, and it's your first shipment. Yay. So knowing that you want some classes, what we need to do is I'll try my best to ship your package to tomorrow, but we need to coordinate what classes you want, get payment from you, and then I'll add them to your box, and then we'll ship your box. So definitely just hold the phone. Don't send any money until I can tell you what class, confirm the classes and then tell you how much to send. But yay, welcome to the community. I saw your name when you registered for the Palooza and I thought, oh my gosh, yay, we have a new person in the community. So I'm excited. Can you tell? Okay. So, all right. So that's the order-based class. And then I think we've gone over everything. So you guys, yeah. So we went over all the classes for September. I showed you what I have for October that I have handy. I didn't show you IPS because I don't have it handy, but you can go check my website for IPS and you can see what the cards are going to look like. It features delicate pines or elegant pine snowflake, okay? So I do have, if you will entertain me for just maybe 5 more minutes with you being okay that we don't make cards, I'm going to do roll call. And then I have the August customer swap cards and I have the September customer swap cards. So I'm going to do roll call though. All these people signed up to get this class from me tonight that we're doing is the October monthly class. All these people, I have 40 people on my list, which is awesome. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I'm just kidding. That's what came to my head when I said the words I believe out loud in my head. Or out loud, actually. So we have, I think, 49 total that we were going to use for mailings because I have nobody signed up for this class. So I'm doing this class again Saturday morning, but I had one person and she canceled because it didn't work for her. I had 19 people that did this with me on Monday, and that means I have 49 left. So we have 45 signed up. So we're getting to be in the final stages that, and especially if Pat signed up for this class or anybody else, this one's on the fence if I have any left or not. So if you're interested, I would say fill out the Google registration form and you can get in on it. So if you're wondering about the Google registration form, you guys, I have a link for it right here. If you go back to, nope, not the live chat. If you go back to the description here, there is under show more. I have a form right here. It says sign up for classes with me. Use this form. If you click that link, that's where you're going to be able to sign up for classes. So, all right. So I'm going to go based off of who fills out the registration form first. And I know there's about 4 people in there. And if they've picked the monthly, then but I go off of that order. So, all right. Thank you to everybody who registered to get kits from me for this class. We have quite the list, so hang tight. I also do this because in case I miss saying your name, this is your opportunity to reach out to me right away and let me know so that I don't end up having to just get one more of a class. That's always a lot of time. So, all right. First on our list is Tundra Hudson, and then we have Cindy McLeod, Julie Bontranger, Annette Rollin, Sarah Merchant, Wanda Zerman, Karen Woods, Kimberly Snow, Jeannie Gertis, Lisa LaFramboise, Connie Moore, Donna Grushke, Sherry Everett, Feline Mays, Kathy Crumpton, Debbie Stone, Rosie Prouty, Kathy Showalter, Nedra Dover, Sandy Coy Emery, Kelly Gibson, Angelique Schaefer. Almost said it. I don't know, Angelique. You're always going to be McClendon to me because that's how I met you, but you're Schaefer now. I know it with one F. Trisha Bagley, Susan Bellamy, Pat Fleming, Catherine Healy, Phyllis Outerman, Barbara Gabi, Gwen Prochasek, Faye Gabi, Stacy Tan, Ruth Nicholson, Julie Block, Mary Carls, catching the replay now, Nancy Cochran, Susan Wormley, Lynn Beasley, Chris Robinson, Debbie Carcella, Debbie Blau, Jenny Knutson, Rita Steffi, Kathy Kessler, and Debbie Brown. Yay! All right. So if you're somebody that IPS, oh, did I say that wrong? Oh, here's the deal, Rosie Prouty. I don't remember what I said when, but I think I was talking about the November IPS when I mentioned next month's. I think I was talking about next month's IPS, and next month is Elegant Pine Snowflakes or Delicate Pine. This month, yes, is definitely Peace on Earth, and we called it Peaceful Days on Earth because we combined 2 stamp sets. So October IPS, Peaceful Days on Earth, November, Delicate Pine Snowflakes or Elegant Pine Snowflakes, and December is Lights of Aurora Borealis. And we have all 3 of the next till December, all the IPSs are done. So if you want to see December's, you could go and look at my website already for December's. Oh, Kathy Showalter, thanks for answering that. Yes, you both of you were right. So it's all good. So lots of you girly girls are here. Yay, thank you for being here. And then what I want to do is I want to share with you the Happy Mail. So it's an hour into the video. I like to tell Kathy Jackson because she likes to watch when I show off this. So I try to always remember. So I have been hosting a customer swap since 2016. And so that's a long time. I thought about it. That's a long time, you guys. And there's, I think, one person that has been in it the entire time, and it's Miss Elaine Rebeck. I don't think she's ever missed a month, Elaine. I don't know. Maybe it was 2017 whenever we started it. But there's usually right now about 4 or 5 people that participate. I think at the highest month we've had 15. So you're no problem, Rosie. So I like to show off the cards, though. Just let everybody see what's going on. The cards that I get, oh, Kathy, I got a check from you. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. If you think I'm bad and I haven't cashed your check yet, Kathy, I still have your check here from August 13th because it was hiding in with your card here. So I will have to set that off to the side and make sure that that gets to the bank next week. So people have been asking me like, you haven't cashed my check yet. I'm like, I know, I haven't been to the bank yet. I think I need to get to the bank, but you guys, I don't leave the house. Tyler teases me that he's going to have to ask my dad to borrow a tractor and chains and attach me to it and drag me out of here because I don't leave very much. And so I don't get, yes, but I'll probably get to the bank next week, you guys. For anybody that has waiting for me to cash your check, just give me another week. So, all right, this one is from Kathy Jackson, Iowa, Wisconsin. Oh, I loved this paper. This is like share what you love what you do. It was a suite back when they started doing suites. And it opens up like that. So very cool. One of the little flipper flappers here. And she made it into a birthday card and add a little bee. And so the deal is that one of the cards that you make is donated. And so Barbara Gabi, yes, if anybody ever wants to send me money via Zelle, like that is my way of online baking because that goes straight to my like deposits to my checking account. I don't take pictures of checks and deposit them that way. I'm old school. I like to go to the bank and I like to talk to Jeannie, and she's my gal. She's been there for 4 years and it's my time to catch up with her. And so she rocks and rolls through my transactions. So cashing my checks and depositing my checks. And it's my like way of getting out of the house. If I did the taking a picture of a check, I would probably leave the house less, right? So, oh yeah, but yes. Don't forget to thumbs up. Thanks, Sandy Coy Emery. Do you go to the post office? So they tell me all the time. Yes. So I do. I went to the post office today. So if I'm lucky though, my mom or Diane or Annette or Chris, or Jill will swing by the post office on the way out. But like tomorrow, we'll have the entire vehicle full. So I will leave to go to the post office, but I'll bet you any money I won't have time to stop at the bank after because I won't have time, and plus I haven't processed all the mail yet. That still needs to get processed. So yeah, so this is Kathy Jackson's card. So part of the customer swap is you make an extra one, and that is for me to donate. So this one is from Elaine Rebeck. And I haven't done this for a little while, you guys, so it was time that we do this. So Elaine made a birthday card. Yay, make a wish. So the rule is that you, and this is, I wonder if this is for a label. I'm not certain, Elaine, if you're watching, you have to let me know what the little label was for. Maybe you didn't know that label was in there. The rule is that you have to use at least one current Stampin' Up stamp, and then you got to use one Stampin' Up something else. It could be a gem or a ribbon, and then you could use other products too. It's not specific that you can only use Stampin' Up stamps or products, because we know that when you're a customer, you shop all over the place, like, right? You buy stuff from all over. So thinking of you as that hybrid embossing folder. And we got a little gatefold here. And so we make it that you at least have to use a couple things Stampin' Up, and then you could use something else. This one was from Kathy. So she puts an awesome recipe card on here. So Year of Flowers was the happy birthday sentiment on the card front. And she used a scalloped oval punch, which was a double punch. And the paper, oh, she didn't write it. Tiny bee trinket. So Kathy likes to include the recipe card for me, and I love it. So, so we got that. This one, I'm not quite certain if I'm remembering who brought that one. I think this one's from Mary Lemke. Mary, if you're watching, you'll have to let me know. I'm pretty sure that was yours, right? I love the crooked, like the fence posts being crooked like that. Super cool. And then she's got that house on the inside from the thoughtful, from, what was that set? It's the Beautiful Gallery. That's where that comes from. So Mary, I think that one's yours. And I don't remember whose that is. And I think we've got Leslie McMinn's here. I think this is, if I had to guess, this is Leslie. Leslie likes to write instructions like this. And it's a triple panel fun fold. Oh yeah, very cool. So that's what this is. So it opens up like that. Very cool. Awesome. Nice. Okay. And so then it goes like that. And so that's all the stuff that Leslie used on this card, which is awesome. Mary Lemke, yes. Okay. So that was Mary Lemke's. And you know, if I had, so Mary Lemke, if you want to play Detective Gadget, Inspector Gadget for me, or Detective, if you go to August, and we know we had Leslie and you and Elaine and Kathy, you could find out who the last person was, and we could give them a little credit. And this is the envelope for, so that's the deal, is that you give me a white envelope with this card, and then I can donate these to a local organization that needs cards. All right, so that was August. Now, really quick here, I have September. I just worked on kitting these out tonight. So we had here, Mary Lemke had, so different themes. Nancy Mold, did you get my card? You know what, Nancy? I'm not certain. I have a stack of mail. Really, it is this tall. It's about 8 inches. You know, because there's a lot of cards. I think I probably have about 20 to 25 cards to go through. And so if I got it, I just don't know. I'll be honest, I didn't look at everybody's names. And so I couldn't tell you. But I have to get through tomorrow. My goal is to get through tomorrow, shipping day. And then I've got 2 classes on Saturday morning. But I don't think I'll have monthly. And then I have an amazing team meeting. I do my team meetings quarterly. And so we have a team meeting and a team swap party on Sunday. The team swap party is at 1:30, team meetings at 3 o'clock. And it's going to be a big meeting. And so I'm trying to get myself all prepared for that. And so, like, I'm a just-in-timer. And so as I have time, I work on the mail. And I just need to find an hour and a half to just stop, focus on nothing but doing mail. So Nancy, I'm pretty sure I probably got it. I just haven't had a chance to process it yet and look at it. So I'm sorry I didn't get to it yet. But, you know, as soon as I'm done processing all the mail, you guys, I'm going to be doing a Happy Mail showcase. So I know a couple of people have asked if I have done a showcase yet on Happy Mail. I have about this much Happy Mail to share with you guys. And that's going to be a separate video all by itself. Okay. So we've got here a spooky card from Mary Lemke. And then this one is from Elaine Rebeck. Oh, that was from like 5 years ago. I remember that paper. I still have some. Very cool. Boo to You. So that was Elaine's card. And then Ellen Brover is right here. She made this one. So that's that layering technique where she's got one piece of designer paper and then she matted it with the different layers in here to make it look layered. Really cool. Sending heartfelt sympathy. So if anybody wants to get in on the customer swap, you just go to Facebook and you can go to Cards by Christine Customer Swap and get invited and then ask to get in part of the group, and I'll add you to the group. I'm very impatient person, so no worries, but I'm waiting for access to the Beekeeper's Guide. You have it already. Nancy, you've had access to the Beekeeper's Guide, I think, since earlier this year. This is really cool. This is Leslie McMinn's card, you guys. Check that out. Wow. Super cool. So that's Floral Charm. That's the die from Floral Charm in the eyelet folder. I like that. Super cool how she did that. That looks like she used the banner dies to do that. So super cool, Leslie. So, Nancy, you're going to have to send... I'll check, Nancy, but I could have sworn you've been in the Beekeeper's Guide since February, all right? So we'll have to make sure that what's going on with that. So, all right, so that's what I've got for the Happy Mail. All right. I almost talk so much I almost have to go to the bathroom, you guys. I drink. That's probably why I don't drink water during lives, is because it will have to make me go to the bathroom. So, okay. So are you guys ready? after an hour and 14 minutes, are you excited to make some cards with me? Does anybody else have any questions about anything that I went over? Right? So let's make some cards. So for the most part, we did these cards. It said you need to ask for permission. And I thought I granted permission. I'm pretty certain I granted, but we'll have to check it out. Okay. So for those of you, so we did the class on Monday and everything was in the kits. I'm so excited. We did not miss anything. Yay. So for those of you, you're going to get your card kits like this. You're going to have your golden ticket. It says October monthly class, October 16th of 25. You'll have 3 white envelopes, and inside are all the materials that you need to make your cards, except for the ink, the adhesives, and the stamps. Okay, so that's what you guys need. We're gonna be making, this one was a lot of people's favorites, the homemade treats, and then we've got the Jolly Holly, and then we have the branching out card here. So we're gonna make these 3, and when you get the card kits, everything's in there pretty much ready to go, except for you need to add your stamps and ink and adhesive. So in this, let's look at this one first. Maybe, no, I don't know, Nancy, it doesn't. So here's the thing that we talked about here in the Hive. It's never anybody's fault, right? It's always just, there's no blame to pass. It's nobody's fault. It's like, hey, if I missed something, let's just make it right, right? So we don't have to say it was your fault. And that's with anything in life, right? It doesn't help to like do blame on anything. But what we'll do is we'll figure out, when I have a moment, I'll go into my computer and check the folder, because it's in a folder, and I can check who has access, and I'll see ones. We'll figure it out. So yeah, no problem at all though. Like, and if anybody else thinks that they are not having access to the Beekeeper's Guide and they need it, just reach out to me. Access is granted to my customers if you've spent over $100 this year. If you are not on my team but you are a demonstrator, then it's a $50 purchase with me, with classes, PDFs, or product. And then if you're on my team, you have access at no extra cost. So I have, well, it comes after you place your first demonstrator order on your account. You can have access to the Beekeeper's Guide and also the Inspiration Hive. So I'm very pleased and honored to say that we have about 25 new team members that have joined since October 1st, between my first level, second level, and third levels. You guys, I'm blown away. And that's awesome. And we'll be working on lots of welcome to the team emails and cards and all the good things that come with people joining the team, which is awesome. So yay, so good. So Nancy, I was just thinking though, we need to check. We gotta check, okay? Hello, Cheryl said she requested access again. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, so it's right here. Oops, wrong thing. One moment. Let's go here. And I go here. And I have a way, I don't know if it's just going to keep spinning. I've had a hard time doing this from my phone because of this reason. So this whole Beekeeper's Guide thing, it's something I have to really be in my computer to actually take care of. So that's what makes it hard. We'll save this one for last. This is a double dipper from the Escape. In case you did the Escape with me, then you would know how to do that one. So this one, we're going to do the Holly Jolly Christmas first. So grab out your stuff here. Your daughter is going to join under you. Yay! I love it, Pauline. When she joins your team, I think you'll promote to silver then? You think that's a possibility? I don't know. You don't have to tell me, but I'll look up what your rolling sales are. But in order to promote to silver, you need to have 3,600 in rolling sales and somebody join your team. So I'm not certain. I'm going to take a look and see if you would promote to silver. That would be awesome if you do. So, okay. So grab out your card kit. You should have 3 of the sparkly gems in here. You'll have a big, a small, and a medium. You'll have 8 inches of ribbon. And the way we kit it is we put it the long way, and then we just folded your card. So what you're going to need to do with this, I'm sorry, I got the frog all of a sudden. You guys, I haven't talked this much out loud for 2.5 weeks. So I got to prime my voice back for it. I got to prime my throat back for it. So with this, we need a piece across the back here, and we need this, right? So instead of giving you 2 pieces, what we did is we gave you 1. And it gives you the ability just to fold it or make an overhand knot. Did Gina and Jenna move up the ladder? Okay, I'll answer the question. Yes. So Gina's still working on it, and Jenna did promote in August. Jenna had a few people in August, so that sign up special started in October. So Jenna was blessed that she had a few people join her team in August, and Sandy Coy Emery promoted to silver in August. So Jenna promoted to silver elite in August on the 31st, which was super cool. And Jay Shante promoted to silver elite in August. So in August, you guys, an announcement, I promoted to platinum, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of people do that, and I was blessed to be able to do that with a lot of hard work, you guys, and an amazing team, right? Because teamwork makes the dream work. And so Jay and Jenna promoted to silver elite in August, and so I promoted to platinum in August. And I'm just thinking here, we had Julie Bierschbach promoted to silver elite in October. So the sign up special really helped her, which was awesome. She's working on growing her team. So Julie Bierschbach promoted to silver elite just like a week and a half ago, or like last week, I think. And we have another gal on the team, Susan Bellamy, who's working on it as well. She's working to grow her team, and she's 2 people away from promoting to silver elite. And you guys, it's so exciting because when Susan Bellamy has the last 2 people join her team, when you need 5 people on your team and 1 silver on your team and the right rolling amount in sales, and then you promote to silver elite. So Susan is working towards that. And when she has 2 more people join her team, then I'll promote to platinum elite, which is like, whoa, so exciting. And then after that, I think the next person that's closest to earning silver elite is going to be Gina Bulow, who you asked about. So Gina is working hard too at building a team, and she's working at it, you guys. So I know a lot of you follow Gina and work with Gina. So if you're on the fence about like, should you join my team? Should you join Gina's team? Just know that if you do join Gina's team, that you're also joining my team, because you become a Be Happy Stamper by default when you join Gina's team. And we're really working hard with Susan now and Susan Bellamy and Gina to help them grow their team. And this is the best time of the year right now. This October special that they're doing is amazing. So I treat all my levels the same. First, second, third, you're all recognized the same. You're all included in everything the same. Just I help my team as much as I possibly can with all of that. So if anybody's looking for an amazing team to join, I forgot, there's a sign-up special right now, you guys. I forgot to even mention that, but know that there is. You guys probably are all very well aware that there's an amazing sign-up special right now. And if you have any questions or need any help with it, please just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help anybody that's looking to join Stampin' Up or the Be Happy Stampers. So yes, good question though. I love it. Thanks, Jean. All right, so we're talking about this bow though. So just know with this red ribbon, it's shiny and pretty pristine on one side, and then it's dull and flat on the other side. So when you're making an overhand knot with this, you want to make sure that you have both of your ups shiny, okay? Not, oh, thanks, Anna Carter. Back to class, right? You need someone in Canada to join me to get to silver. Oh, Nancy, I hope somebody that's watching is from Canada that would want to join your team. That would be awesome. So when you're making the overhand knot, what you're going to do is make sure, so right now this side is upside down and this side is perfect. So as you're pulling this, you want to make sure that you twist the shiny side to be at the top and to be at the top, okay? That is the goal with this. So otherwise you're going to have a bow. Now, to the layman person, they might not catch that it's shiny and pretty on one side and dull and flat on the other. But once you do that, then what you can do is trim this relatively close here. And you've got your... Can you tell that the cats have had their fill of us for the last... Okay, sorry, Nancy, I'm going back to talk really quick. Before I ended back in September, the cats were always on the videos. Did you notice that? They were, all 3 of them, were always scattered around here, getting their butts in the way and sitting plump down right in front of us. Did you notice that they haven't been out here really much at all? Because they've gotten their fill of me for the last week and a half, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that still has a great team member for Susan. Awesome. You've been busy with work and with stitches removed on Tuesday. Oh, Yvette, we should get some cards your way. Yeah, perfect. Cool. So you guys, we made a little overhand knot here with that, and that should leave you enough here to put on your designer paper. So just make sure you do that, okay? So this embossing folder is a little bit of a rigmarole, I'll have to admit. This is that Jolly Holly. I don't know if I have it. Oh, you know what? I might have it here to show it to you guys. Let me just show you this really quick. I think I have it right here. Maybe I do. Oh my goodness, I have it here. All right, I had taken it with me for designing today. All right, so this is a hybrid embossing folder. You missed the kitty spotting. So, see, Susan, teamwork makes the dream work, right? Yvette is amazing. The team is growing, and I love it. This is the die set. This is where these two labels came from, and the joy, and the holly. And this fits in here like this. It doesn't click per se, but it kind of like locks in place here like that, okay? And Rhonda put these all in here. So when Diane and I were working on designing this card, we originally started with it being over on this side, closer to the open edge. When you do that, these pieces actually fall off. They are not attached anywhere, okay? So we learned our lesson. If you guys are doing, if you get this stamp set, just know, let me see if I have those stamps on here. It's called Jolly Holly. It looks like that. And if you get this stamp set, just know, or this die set, you're gonna wanna put your paper close to this edge over here, right up to where the embossing starts, right there, okay? That's where you're gonna wanna put that, okay? Because, and when you put it there, then you will leave these two attached. If you pull this too far over to the side, right, like here, it cuts off, right? And that's what you don't want to do. All right, Feline, we'll catch you later. You sent an email about the Memories of More class. Awesome. So just a little public service announcement with this die set. It's great. You just have to know how to operate the system, I guess. So it's one of those hybrids where you can put that in with the embossing folder. All right, so what happened though, when you put this on the front of the card, you lose a lot. Like you really can't see all those little leaves. Hi, Sherry Ott. Well, it's good to see you too. And we really literally just started the first card. So when you put this on here, those leaves really get lost. You can see them, but they get lost. So what we opted to do was to sponge the edges of them. So what you're gonna need is a little bit of ink and a sponge dauber and a piece of paper. So we have here garden green ink, and you're gonna grab a scrap. You could even use your golden ticket if you wanted to. You do not have to worry about where the designer paper is gonna go. That's gonna get covered up. So this is the Christmas tags and more designer paper. This is what we're using for the Stamp-a-Stack next month. So what you're gonna wanna do is grab a piece of scrap paper, and you're going to dip in the ink. And the reason I'm putting the white paper underneath is I don't want to hit all around. I just want to hit my leaves here. This is by far the most time-consuming part of all this entire class, is what we got going on here. And you don't want to push too hard because you don't want to wreck your dauber tip, but it is a little bit easier to maybe just do this flat like that. And all I'm doing is sponging around the edges and adding a little bit of frosting to the edges. You don't want to do too much, and you want to make sure you go all the way around the edge. And then when it's all said and done, when we've gone around, we're going to put our piece of designer series paper on, and we're going to check to see if we missed anything. All right, so there's that. This one we're not going to worry about, but we're going to go right here. Okay, You could go thicker, you could go lighter. It's really up to you on how you like to do your blending with ink like this with a dauber. But definitely it helps to do this because otherwise these leaves get lost in the sauce. Just a little bit there. And I'm trying not to do the whole edge. I'm just trying to get around the edges to soften them. How many of you guys did not, all right, I saw Nancy say didn't. How many of you did get this bundle? I'm curious. So Nancy said, Spite, she didn't get this. Too intensive, yeah. Well, the great thing about, for not Nancy, because Nancy's in Canada, but the great thing about the class is those in the US, you could get this in your kit, right? And you can play with it. And you can decide then if you like this embossing folder enough to get the hybrid or not to get it, right? That's one of the great things about when you get card kits like this. You can get to like test things out, like a try before you buy type thing. All right, so we're marking our way around. We got to come back up over here. There's one. The trick with daubers is you want to make sure before you keep pressing harder and harder and harder, I would go back and get more ink. All right, so we just got another one. And at this point, I'm guessing. I don't remember if I need to do this side or if we're good, I guess. We'll test it here in a moment. And now's our moment. Let's just lay it out here. So I've got the card here. It's kind of hard to see it. I think I got everything. Sherry said, now the question is, have you used it? All right, let's look at this. So we're good here. I'm missing one right there on the end. So let's put this guy here. We'll do this guy yet. All right, so now let's put this back on here. There's one more right there I think we could get. And then we'll call it a day on this. So you guys, by the time 20 people did their sponging, I had a sheet that was just intensely green, like the Incredible Hulk or Popeye, right? So that's perfect. I think that's good. And we're going to do a little bit more stamping. Kimberly, hello. Probably the only thing you haven't gotten. Okay. And Faye got both with the hybrid. Okay. So the inside, we've got May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. All right. So that is from this stamp set. It is, need that, and the Holly Jolly, and we pulled in this splotchy background. It's hard to see it, and you probably didn't even catch it until you look at it really close, but we've got some splotchiness going on in the background. That is from a set that is from the annual catalog that is called Coneflower Celebrations. There's these little splotchies in here. So we added those in. All right, so what we'll do is grab the red ink and make sure that you keep your white horizontal. If it's crooked, oh man, cat fur and all. If it's crooked, try again. And it's photopolymer, so I'm trying to see why I was crooked. Well, we're gonna go like that. That's how it's gonna be. And Barbara hasn't used hers yet. Okay, so that's it for the red ink. And then what we're gonna do is stamp the little holly. I've got it kind of hanging off the top like that. Now, if you don't like that, you could always put it in the corner, right? But nobody puts baby in the corner. That song came on the radio today. Now I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. And the first thing is, nobody puts baby in the corner. So you're definitely going to want to stamp off. Hello, honey bunches of oats. What's up, girlfriend? Mom, we're supposed to be playing mousy. All right, so this is second strength. Definitely stamp off, like wax on, wax off. And there. Like that. Okay, it just gives it a little background so it's not so stark white. All right, that's it for our stamperooing for this card and all of our inking adventures. So what we can do is finish putting it together. So there's one thing though that I forgot to tell you, and it has to do with, oh man, come on, little guy, get out of there. the leaf here. So it's hard to see it, again, because of probably the angles, but I used a stylus, and I drew a little line with a stylus, right? So with a foam mat and your stylus, if you draw up like that, it makes it look like you put a vein in the, let's see if I have a foam mat here. Well, I have a silicone mat. Let's see if that'll work. So yeah, you can see, I know the shadow's really hard, but you just take your stylus. You can draw a line, right? Now let's say you don't have a stylus. What could you do? So when you take that stylus, what it did is it put a little line there. And then what you could do is bend it, right? And make your leaf look more 3D. Now let's say you don't have a stylus, what could you do? Well, I just take my nails. This is easier. And you just fold it, right? That works too. Okay. The thing is with the stylus is you don't get the creakies on the side, the crevices. About no one puts baby in the corner. Exactly. Oh, but you want a kitten sighting. Here's your kitten sighting. Honey, we see you. Yeah? What do you want? I want to play mousy. Okay, so there's our holly leaf. So what we can do is get a little glue happy. We're going to glue, well, let's Stella this first because it's going to be easier to Stella it. Wow. Well, that Stella's been used up. Holy, brush is not good, but we're going for it. Gosh, I don't remember it being like this 2 weeks ago. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a little Stella juice out. There we go. Little bit. She needs to get rehydrated. So we're gonna glue you, and glue this. All right, so there's that. And then for this, I'm just gonna pick it up. You don't need a lot, all right? So if I was thinking I would have had this down on here first, but that's all right. I can make things work. One-handed here. All right, so that's gonna go there. And now when you're putting your joy down, it is to the right a little bit though, because we have that little holly up there. So we're gonna put that right about there. And that die cut is cool. It actually includes the little dot for the eye. Sometimes they don't do that, but we're gonna put a little red dot there anyways. And then this guy can go on the inside. Just like that. All right, now we need to prepare with a little bit of washi tape to secure the ribbon behind. So we'll do our tear and tape sandwich. So take your, the kitty voice. Yeah, the cats talk, they do. So take your tear and tape, put it on here. And then you're going to make sure you grab the shiny side up. Now here's the deal. I just realized if I put this ribbon here, I've got red riding on top of red. Whereas if I would have put it like this, then I would have red up here and red down here. So with that being noticed a little later than I thought, I'm going to use up these other two pieces and I'm going to grab two new pieces. Hi, Judy Sharp, joining late, but scrolled back to the beginning. Very good, very good, very nice, very nice. All right, so with it, I always know that the tape is back there and I eyeball from the front here to make sure I'm not crooked, right? So we're gonna put that down like that, and now it's straight. Grab your tear and tapes and complete your sandwich. And then what you're gonna do is glue this flat onto the card front. So we're gonna glue that. And then this one. Now with this guy, you gotta be strategic about where you glue because it'd be nice to have these little leaves being able to pop up. So I'm gonna try not to glue where the leaves are gonna pop up. I'm just going around town here like that. And flip it this way. We'll glue this down first. And then this one's ready to go. And it's a little bit more to the right and pretty much centered top to bottom. But it's centered once this is on. So this piece is actually, I think if I looked at it, it seems like it's like 7/8, and that is 1 1/8. So it's a 1/4 inch lower. All right, so we're gonna, if you're looking at this, this looks to be in the same spot as this, and it's right where you can see these little berries here. So, and about a 1/4 inch from the right. Just like that. Very good. So what's cool now is these little leaves, if you pull them up a little bit, they have that 3D effect where they don't look like they're stuck. You can take your fingers and just each pull up a little bit. Okay, very good. Then this guy is going to get popped up, pop it up with dimensionals. Look at us. We're going to use this guy up. Love it. Well, I guess look at that big guy right there. That looks mighty fine to me. And so this one is a little bit lower than the red ribbon by a hair. And then, I don't know, maybe 3/8 of an inch away from the edge. It comes over the top of the DSP just a hair. That looks nice. And then grab your liquid glue. Hello, Julie Black. And we're just gonna put a little bit of glue right where the berry is gonna end up at. And that's gonna hang off like this. That one takes the big red sparkly, and I just can't wait to put it on. So there it is. It's on. Nice. And then grab your glue dots, aka the snot dots, and we're going to prep 2 of them off to the side here where the ribbon is, and that's where this little overhand knot is going to hang out. I look at the knot and see which side is more straight. That one was more straight up and down, so that is gonna look, to me, nicer against that line. And now this guy is doing its own thing, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna help show it who's boss by grabbing one more glue dot. We're gonna put it right underneath where the tail needs to go, right? The other one seemed like it was good, but you're gonna grab the ribbon scissors. Now, the ribbon has a tendency of fraying, so be very careful. I always wait to cut it until it's set on the card, and then I know which way to do my tails. I think I'm gonna go like that. Wonderful. And then you've got 2 more gems. I thought I had another gem. Maybe it fell off, but I've got the little gem here that goes for the dot of the eye. So that's where the little one can go. I know when I opened up the card kit, there were 3. And no cat jumped up here yet. Okay. Well, you'll have a 3rd one. It's a medium one, and we put it in the middle of those berries right there. So I know that when I opened up the kit, oh, there it is, way over there. It flew through the air and collected a lot of dust along the way, and that one's gonna go right there. Perfect. All right, we got her done. 1 done, yay. Perfecto changeo. That would be your Jolly Holly card. Now, I really want to say Holly Jolly, but it is Jolly Holly. All right, and it's got the hybrid embossing folder and the dies that go with it. Okay, so next we're going to do our cookies. Cookie dough. We got cookie dough on the cookie sheet. Oh, good stuff. All right, so this one is your Mossy Meadow base. I'm very excited to say that we used the Need for Tweed paper. we found a purpose for the red piece with the green yarn looking. It's awesome. We're happy, happy, happy. We pulled a blast from the past embossing folder in. It's called Distress Tile. And before it got embossed, we cut out the mittens and we embossed the mittens with the glass and the garden embossing folder, right? And so that's why they don't look the same as that. We did them separate. You'll have a little strip here, longer than what you need it to be, for the special delivery. You have 3 cookie doughs. 3 cookie dough gingerbread men. 3 gingerbread men. And they're for on your cookie sheet. I love it. You gotta bake those up. You'll have your 3 sparkle gems that are in the old olive color. So they came in the same pack. That I just saw it. Oh, there it is. They came in the same pack as the last card. We have a silver baking sheet for you, right? So that's just silver foil cut out of the baking. So these dies, let's see, I have the dies here, I think. The dies are what are so awesome on this one. So you could be on the fence about this one because you're not in love with the stamp set. Totally get that. Understand 110%, right? Those are what the stamps look like. But it's the dies that are so cute. You've got little Santa hats and gingerbread men and candy canes and the sheet, a rolling pin, the mittens, the dough, which unless you have the stamp, you don't really know it's dough, and then a frosting bag. But you could definitely live with just the dies if you want on that one. I could. We only used the little gingerbread man on the inside and the sentiment on the inside. Special delivery comes from a set. In case you're wondering, inquiring minds want to know, that comes from a set called Jolly Delivery. So that's for the special delivery. And it's awesome. Everybody stamps special delivery because delivering cookies is a special delivery. So here's a little crumb cake piece, which mats onto your textured notes die cut rectangle. You have your need for tweed here, right? So that's what's going to go in the middle and cover up your 2 holes. And then you have the white piece for your inside. And then your old olive and gold ribbon. And this is more gold on one side and then old olive on the other side. And you're going to want to make sure you burnish. So this was a fan favorite on Monday. Love it. Everybody was loving it. So what can we do first? Let's move these out and we're going to move in the other stamps that go with this one. So you're going to need pecan pie and cherry cobbler for this one. So for the pecan pie, our little gingerbread dude is going to get stamped in the corner. But nobody puts baby in the corner. But you can put your gingerbread man there, I guess. Well, hi, honey. Hello, baby cakes. And then you have your little sentiment strip here. What's up, girlfriend? I know you're coming up here. Hi, baby. Can I help? I don't know, girlfriend. I don't know if you know how to hold a stamp set or a pad. But, Mom, you let bigger Tigger. No, I don't, honey. Okay, special delivery is in pecan pie. And that's it for the pecan pie. Hello, kitten. I'm purring. Can you guys hear me? No, I'm sorry, honey. We can't. She's like, Mom, it's a trap around here. You got so much stuff. Okay, keep her moving. Nothing to see here, officer. I have cherry cobbler, and it says, it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. Everywhere we go, with the cat fur everywhere. I'm taking a chance on me. Take a chance on you. Good. All right, that's it for stamping. Oh, I lied. There's more. One moment, please. This crumb cake, and it's really hard to see it, but it is stamped. So, what did we use? I think it's retired. I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty certain it's retired. And it just retired. Hi. Hi. What do you want, little lady? It's from a set called Kiss of Texture. And I bought this set back in March. I think it was part of the online exclusives that launched in March. And I think it retired before I actually used it for the first time. And we used it for the first time for this card. Right, that little guy right there that looks like wood grain. That's what we did. We put it on the crumb cake to make it look like wood grain. Now, through the years, there's been other wood grain stamp sets, right? So, and you don't have to. You completely could be using something else or not using anything at all. Hi. Hello. What's up? I'm just ready to put my tail in the stamp pad. I can see that, girl. So with this, the stamp is smaller than what the surface area is, but that's okay. And it's actually stamped at second strength, not first strength. Hi, you're walking a little tightrope, aren't you? Okay, so you're gonna stamp off and then occupy that area. Stamp off, occupy that area. Hi, Mom, you can stamp and pet me at the same time, right? I'm like, yup. Okay, and then we're gonna stamp off and do this, and then we just have the little end to do yet. Like that. Okay, and by the time we get the sheet on here, it all kind of blends together really nicely. Now, I will say that now that I see what I just did, I've got my line right there and my line there. Had I gone over here a little better, that, okay, so that looks awesome. And then this middle area, and then this guy right here is over there a little bit more. We're gonna flip this way. All right, so now when we put this on here, that line won't be seen on the side, and you really don't see it on the top and the bottom. So that's just a background stamp, you guys. You don't have to do it. Stamp would work fine on the fur, yes. Yes, Nancy. All right, ready for some assembly. So we have a cookie sheet that gets popped up with the dimensionals, and we're almost done with this sheet, yay. We'll put a few of these on, and then that gets adhered right to the brown. So we tried to make it look like we're putting cookies in the oven, right? And then this is center. Oh, no, it's not centered. It's a little bit north of the equator, I guess. So there's a little bit more room down here than up there, is what that means, right? And then what we can do is get a little glue happy. And we're gonna trust that Honey is not going to put her tail in anything. Right, Honey? I don't know, Mom, no promises. Okay. Let me see what I can get into. Those cookies look really tasty. Can I eat one? No, Honey. All right. Okay, Mom, I'm watching. I see what you do here. Can you teach me how to stamp, Mom? Okay, so there's that. We're trusting you, Honey. Right there. Right there. Is this risky business or what, you guys? We're gonna do... can I eat the glue, Mom? No. Let's get you on here first. So this is just centered, left to right, flush at the top, and we'll come back and shore that up. We have the white inside here. Well, interesting, you guys. I never cleaned the glass mat. Did you notice that? You want to see what happens when you don't clean the glass mat? It puts lines on your paper where you don't want them. Like wood grain lines. Oops. All right. Nobody reminded me. That's on me though. All right, so that gets glued. And now we got cookies. Cookie dough. Danger, danger, right? You guys, Honey is just enthralled with this stamping experience we're doing right now. Then we're gonna put our little cookies on the tray. Just like that. Love it. Honey, do you want to eat a cookie? No, Mom, that's not a cookie, that's paper. Okay, you very smart cookie. I know. All right, we got our cookie down. And then what we're going to do is grab our tearing tape. And put our tape on the back. So I'm going to trim my edges here, though, first. Don't get my whiskers, Mom. I won't, Honey. Go like that. Get those little ends off. Now if you like to banner your ends, that would be fine too. And then for this, you probably have more than plenty ribbon. So you're gonna grab this. I have the green up versus the gold. And I'm gonna start with it underneath like the dell. And we're gonna bring it back here, make a little baby loop on that side. And then when you flip it this way, it's gonna make it gold. Mom, you talk a lot. I know, honey. You're not playing mousy enough. All right, so then what you can do is trim your little tail. This time I'm doing it before I put it on the card because it was just easier. All right, so got a little bit of that. Let's put that down here. This I popped up with dimensionals. And yeah, you're a little purr monster. I hear you going. Keep your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure or whatever comes my way. So we got this guy prepped. But I did have my DSP was a hair short on that side. Just a hair. So we're gonna grab the little trimmer. We're gonna trim off a bit of the cherry cobbler, which is perfect. Now I'm flush on the bottom. It really was only a little bit that I saw. Yours might be perfectly fine. Hi, babykins. Yeah, Mom. I'm just gonna stay right here and supervise. Look at her head go. Okay, so that's gonna get glued on here, just to the front of the card. And then this is staged and ready to go. This is north of the equator again, so there's less up here than down here, and it's because we put that little special delivery. Right, and then this we're gonna need some dimensionals. We'll just put two, one on each side. A kitty hair short. All right, so this little special delivery is gonna go right about here, I'd say. And then one mitten's gonna go like that, the other's like that. And I'm gonna get rid of these. What are you looking at, honey? I don't know, Mom, you make nice cards. Well, thank you, honey. We're gonna put a dimensional over there, and we'll put one on this side. And that will help hold down our mittens there. And then what we'll do is put the liquid glue by the thumbs and down here. Mom, I'm just gonna get comfortable. Okay, honey. All right, so, oh man, one moment, please. That doesn't go there. My mitten is actually acting like it's holding the tray. So it's over here a little bit more. So I think what we'll do is we'll put the dimensional right there instead. I was off just a hair. It needs to go right over here. Okay. And then that one's gonna go on that side. Perfect, that's more in line. Mom, I need a blanket to lay on. This isn't very comfortable. This glass mat is hard. Yes, honey. All right, and then we have two more gemsies. And I'm gonna put, I don't know, it was really hard. There's not a lot of room to put the gems, but we needed the gems, right? Because they matched, they were nice. And those little guys fit on that side. So you could definitely Stella your mittens. Get some glitter on them. Stella your gingerbread dude. That will take a little bit to dry because that foil is a little bit slippery for paper. So they can move a little bit yet. So you gotta be careful with them that they don't jump around on you. All right, we got her done. Our cutesy patootsy little homemade cookie treat card. How's that look, honey? You like it? Yeah, I want to eat a cookie. All right, it's so cute. So we thought about putting the candy cane on. We thought about putting the hat on, but we went with the gingerbread men, all three, because it looked more like dough and it matched the card better. So she is settled. Isn't that crazy? That is so crazy, Nancy. She's never sat here for this long. Now, Bigger Tigger has, but Honey doesn't usually sit here this long. All right, so that would be our card number 2. And we got the Holly Jolly one down. So that's what we got, 2 of the Christmas. Now, their other card is with branching out. And that one is for anybody that did the escape with me. It's your double dipper. So we're going to do that one next. And we'll see what we can get into. Are you going to watch? Oh, yeah, Mom. I'm all over this. Would it meet your mom's standards? I don't know. If it tastes good, yes. She's a helper. Look at her little paws are crossed like this. You look so professional, honey. Oh, my goodness. I have to take a picture of this kitten and see if I can get... I gotta show... Let's see if I can show this to Tyler. How professional you look. Let's see if we get this. Oh, Mom. This is funny. Here, look at this. Honey, look at the camera over here. Oh, I just missed it, you guys. Oh, you're so funny, honey. I just missed it. You looked so cute. Mom, what are you doing? You should be making cards. Everybody's waiting for you. I know, honey. All right. So you've got your 3 streak dots in here. You have your birch embossed mat out of the espresso. You have 2 pine cones. All right. She's like, I had enough, you guys. Mom's not done yet. I am sick of waiting. I'm going to blow this popsicle joint. All right. You got your cherries, your brown bows. You have a white label. You have the brown label. The brown label has your pine bough cut out of it. And you should have it so that your label covers it up so you don't see the hole. That's the goal. And then this guy, you had your 3 little guys got cut out of here. Now, I think they did that 3 out of some, and then at the end they didn't do any out of it. So that'll layer up like that. And then there's 2 different pieces of designer paper. You either got that one or you got this one. They're both interchangeable. They're both from Autumn Toil, or Toile, however you say it. A little modern Christmas ribbon here. And then you have your white inside. And what you can do is go ahead and burnish this. And you could do a little gluing. So as long as I'm opening up the glue bottle, we're going to glue this and this down. So we're covering up what did the fox say. And we're going to put a little glue there. And then this could attach onto here like that. Faye, I'll send you kitty pictures I took of you after class. Oh, thanks, Faye. I bet you caught her hands crossed. That would be super cute. I was like a second, like 1 second is when I took the picture and she stopped. All right, so we've got that going for us. Now grab some tear and tape and have 2 waiting in the wings and 2 go on the back here. Right. So what do we need to do with this? It's 18 inches of this ribbon, right? So 12 inches are what you need definitely for across the back area here. But I didn't make a bow. I did something else here. What I did is I folded this end in half so that you've got maybe about 2 inches overlapping. Something like that. You could do just a hair more. But you have a loop here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it, pinch it together, and you're going to make a little overhand knot. And bring that loop through the other loop, right? So now you've got a loop on this end, a knot here, and you've got 2 tails. That's what I did for this top part right there. And you can grab your ribbon scissors and trim that. Now that you've got that done, take this, fold it in half, and you should have enough ribbon. We're gonna make sure, but you should have enough ribbon to cross the front and put your tails in the back. And you're going to have it just so that it's above where the designer paper is. Okay. Now, if for any reason, like this is just barely enough, if for any reason you use too much of it for your knot, what you could do is cut this in the middle and just spread it, right? Because you don't need everything that's underneath here, right? You could end it right here and not have anything here, but I have just enough where I'm going to hit my tape back there and I'll be fine. You grab that tape that's waiting on your hand, pinch that so it doesn't sneak out later in life. You know, you don't want that sneaking out. All right, and then go ahead and pick your tails or your tape off, and then that can get glued onto your card front. If you wanted to make certain that you had enough for here, what you could do is cut off about 12 inches, maybe like 11 3/4 inches, and that would be enough to go across here. We can just get this on here right off the bat. Why not? One less thing floating around loosey-goosey on us. All right. I have that a little bit higher, so it's like less up here and a little more down there. So we can put that on here already. And then we'll work on our stamping. Centered left to right, something like that. All right, so on our stamping here, we have espresso ink and we need mossy ink. And the Autumn Wishes comes from Amber Autumn. And then the Pine Cone Bits and Parts, the branch, that comes from Branching Out, which is this set right here, which is what we're actually going to feature for next month for the monthly class. We brought it back. So you have to make certain when you stamp your Autumn Wishes that you stamp it a little bit more to the left. And if I were you, because it's if you're using this set, it's red rubber, you might just practice. Oh, well, that was actually decent. All right, let's see if I can do that on here. So I'm stamping it to the left. If you can see here, there's only like 1/8 of an inch. Alrighty, Aphrodite, that looks good in the hood. Then we're going to take the branch. Grab this piece of paper here in the branch. You don't need the whole thing, just this section right there. And I don't know, something like that. Have that coming down. And then on the inside, I've got it coming down like that on the top corner. So you don't need the whole thing again, just a little bit like that. So that's it for the brown. And then you've got this single pine bough thing that you can use in Mossy Meadow. And you make it like it's so real looking. It's so cool. And there's a lot of forgiveness with this if you don't stamp it so great. But that looks so lifelike. So that's good. And then this guy, we're going to put one down here. One on this side. And then this one, you're not going to want to connect it, right? Because you're going to end up covering up Autumn. So I just brought it back a little bit. I just want to make sure I don't cover up the word or the N. So it's okay. It came back all the way to there, but you really can't see that it doesn't match up right. And when you go to put the brown over the top of it, you're really not going to even catch that at all. So it's all good. So what we're going to do is glue this flat, and then we can glue our inside in. Now, whatever you want to put, I'd stamp your sentiment on the inside before you glue it in, if you're wanting a sentiment on the inside. Or you could write a really big long love note if you want. So that goes right there. And then this will go, oh, I did it again. Must have had ink on here. My goodness. Okay, so I got Inky Dinky Doo right there. So that's where an adhesive eraser comes in very handy. It lightens up. Stampin' Up used to sell them back in the day, but they haven't for probably, I don't know if I'd have to guess 5 or 8 years. And I got it right in there. And so some people, they can't get it to erase without wrecking the paper. There's a little fine art to it, I guess. But that got rid of that one. So I'm afraid to get too close over here. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let it alone, right? And then this one we're gonna do is gonna glue that down right about there. And you're gonna end up snipping off the tip of that just a little bit. So we're gonna put a little liquid glue right on those guys and then up the branch just a little bit. Let's up that right in there. And then our cherries, oh, my Stella pen needs to get a lift over, or makeup, or a lift. Needs work. Oh my goodness, I feel like it's not even my Stella pen. Oh, it's got my initials on it. It's definitely mine. Yep, mine. Oh, you guys liked that last card. That's good. The cookie card was everybody's, I think it was a lot of people's favorites. I'm just being very careful not to over glue this. And now I'm making sure that this comes down a little bit further than versus up. And like that is good. And then our little pine cones, I'm gonna use 2 dimensionals, one on each one. And this one is going, oh, before I put them down, I'm gonna actually trim this so it's not hanging. Oh, I didn't cut it off on this one. Oops. Okay, well, don't cut it off if you like it, right? So I left it on here. You can see it's under my thumbnail. I just nipped it off of here. Oops. I couldn't remember that, but I figured that these guys are gonna go here. And then I'm gonna put a glue dot right at the tippy top here. There it is on my fingernail. So I'm going to put that glue dot there. I think I'm going to add a second glue dot just for good measure. Hi, Kari Dwyer. Are you still doing card class challenge? I can only find one for several months ago. All right, I can show you. Yes, and we're actually doing the drawing tonight. We have for the month of September. This is the first live of the month. And so I've got all the names and we're going to do September drawings here momentarily. Momentarily. We're going to put this guy right here. And if you need to trim the tails, you can. Otherwise, you could leave them a little longer like that, which isn't really actually that long. And I'm going to grab some streak dots here. And we're going to put a big one and a small one. So you should have 2 big and a small, or 2 small and a big. I'd put the pear on that side, and whatever random the other guy, just put him up there. Honey. Baby girl, what are you doing, girlfriend? Mom, you're just not paying any attention to me right now. Okay, so that is this card. We did pretty good, you guys. I'm going to show Kari really quick. In the Facebook Messenger, no, in the Facebook, if you go to my page, Cards by Christine, let's just see what's going on here. If you go under the featured, right here, featured posts, I apparently did not pin September to the top here. So here I have August Creative Challenge. Here was August. This was August and July class cards, right? Submitted by August 31st. And then I've got July. So I've got July and August pinned. I'm trying to think, what I didn't remember to pin so the September one is out here. So September challenge, September, let's do this, cards. by Christine, September challenge. This is what you would do, Kari. Challenge. There's the month and reminder. Is this it? Here it is. It was September 1st. It posted. And it says it's time to share your cards from August and September. So here's the class card challenge. I just failed. Okay, so Susan's got hers out here. Great. Feline got hers. Carmen did. Oh, Carmen, you got your escape done. Good job, girlfriend. Okay, so it is out here. I just don't think I pinned it to the top like I normally do. I think on September 1st, I was not near my computer, and I didn't have it on my, I had it on my monthly to-do list, but I didn't look at my monthly to-do list, I get, apparently. So, yes, that's here. And then the creative challenge is out there then, too. And I know that because Kelly had pulled all the names. So I don't know. So if you look under, it's creative challenge, I think is the other one. So creative challenge. Challenges. That's 2 years ago. 4 years ago. Monthly, 4 years ago. This is normally what it looks like. I don't think that, yeah, that was 2021. So there, it's out here because Kelly found it. So yeah, but it's there. Definitely is there. So, all right. So we love the card. Great. I'm so happy you like the card. We got all 3 of them made in less than an hour. I promise that was like an hour to make all 3 of those cards. So we have talked a lot, you guys. All right. So if you joined in late and you're looking for updates on anything that you just need to go back to the beginning and watch from the beginning, and you'll catch all the updates on what we did. Hi, babygins. So we're going to do the drawings, and we're going to see who some winners are. Hello. Excuse me, girlfriend. Stop where you're swinging that thing. It has a mind of its own, Mom. Oh, you guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this happy kitten. Yeah. She's like, Mom. All right. That's enough, though. Okay. All right. So we're going to do our September drawings, you guys. So every month we have the creative challenge. We have a class card challenge. We have top fans that are picked. We have share, create, inspire drawing. We have mystery card. And then we have the September VIP drawing. So Barbara says she likes all 3. Randy says pretty cards. Your favorite is the Autumn Wishes. Awesome. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to grab my phone. And we're going to grab the numbers from the random number generator. And so on October 1st, oh, you guys, it's already the 16th. So I never pinned October. I got to unpin. I'm going to unpin July, and I'm going to unpin August. And I'm going to pin September, and I'll pin October. So yikes. I'm writing that down, you guys. Pin posts for September and October. Got it. Got her, Otter. So the September monthly creative challenge, we had 29 names on the list. I'm going to put 29 into the random number generator. And we're going to click generate. I'll show you here. We're going to click generate. Number 28 is Jamie Kirkpatrick. Yay, Jamie. Very good. Good job. Good job. So that is the creative challenge. You could submit many cards, right? If you wanted. That's as many as you wanted. So the September class challenge, it looks like we have 4 people that will get put in on that one. And so I'm going to click the word generate. 2 scoops is Carmen Melinda's. Yay, Carmen. Okay, so the class card challenge is when you complete cards from classes that you get from me. Sue says, I need to go back to the beginning, came in late. Yes, definitely. Christine for the baskets, what can we donate? I want to donate one on behalf of my husband and son who are both Marines. Perfect, Yvette. So send me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to email, I need to get you Bonnie's phone number, okay? So Yvette and Mary Carl's, we got to get you Bonnie's phone number, and Bonnie's my raffle basket queen, and she will help figure out how it will work the best, okay? Because we need to get the stuff here by the 27th, right? Because that's the day we're planning to do the video of the walkthrough. Is a very busy bee, and Crispy is a very, yes, I am. All right, top fans were picked, and they go to Annette Rollin, Trinket Troy and Doris Munson. Yay to those top fans. Now, there's lots of top fans, and we randomly pick 3 names each month to give them a prize. So Share, Create, Inspire last month, which is interesting to me because we didn't have Share, Create, Inspire last month. If that is correct, you guys, we canceled it because I didn't have a card. So I need to just double check that. I'm going to say too, we are slated to do Share, Create, Inspire on the 22nd, but I'm waiting for the card to come in. So I might end up pushing that a little bit just until the card gets here, okay? So just stay watching for an email on the Share, Create, Inspire. I know it's on the calendar for the 22nd, but that might get pushed out to next week. So she's still back over here, you guys. She's just like hunkered down right by me. This is new territory for me. All right, so the way that we find out about Share, Create, Inspire is we go to the events and we go to past events. I'm wondering if she pulled the names from August, which we already did that drawing. Kelly helps me pull my names, you guys. So we're going to look at Share, because I'm almost positive we did not do one. We didn't do one for September. I think somebody can confirm that for me, but I'm pretty certain that is what the case is. Oh, what's going on, girl? Oh, Tigger brought a toy, you guys. Oh, Mom, will you play Mousy with us? Okay, you guys, we're almost done. So I don't believe the card is in the mail. Yes, so Connie, you guys, Connie Moore is sending the recipe card and her cards. So we're going to use Connie Moore's card this month. And as soon as it comes in, I want to wait to schedule it so I know when it comes in, because you guys, I could schedule it and then the mail might not show up, right? Or it might not show up in the mail. So it's very important that I get the card and have it in my hot little hands, and then we'll schedule it. And you thought they were sick of me, right? Yeah, Tigger, you're so handsome. You guys, I don't know what Kelly picked or did. I know that the Share Recipe Create a Card, it was on the calendar for October 7th, right? That's what I'm seeing right now. We didn't have it on October 7th. So I don't know exactly what she grabbed. So I think we're going to skip that, you guys, in all honesty. We're going to skip the, yep, because we pulled, it was on August 29th, and we pulled those in September. Okay, so we're going to skip that. All right. Sorry, honey. Oh, she's like, Mom. All right. We're going to do September VIP. So for those people that watched my showcase video and went into my VIP group and posted that they shared it, you got put in this drawing. And there's 8 people. And what I'll do is one of them I'll reach out to about getting a half off bundle that I still have available. So we're going to say out of 8 people, we're going to click generate. Oh, number 5. Okay. So honey consumed my pen. So Karen Wetstein. Yay, Karen. Okay. So Karen, when you watch, we'll have to connect when you get here next, and I'll show you all your choices. And then mystery card night. There's 13 cards, people that were submitted here. So we're going to do 13 and hit generate. Number 11, Donna Gruski. All right, Donna, so you're the winner for mystery card night. I am going to do my best to make sure that I get prizes and packages tomorrow. I have 52 bows. I get to tie 52 bows yet tonight. And Tammy Sikolik is going to be over here. And we have a table full of Radically Retro swap cards that we get to swap out. So let me just tell you how many we have here. The swap cards, there was 19 times 4 times 20 cards. We have 1,520 cards sitting over there ready to get swapped out. So that's on the docket to do between now and tomorrow morning, and making 52 bows. So if I don't have time to pull prizes this month, I will pull prizes for next month. And so I might be just a hair behind on pulling the prizes, but we'll make it happen. So we have congratulations to Jamie, Carmen, Annette, Trinket, and Doris. And we also had Donna Grushke and Karen Wetstein. Now, for those people who placed orders to get the class for free, watch your head, buddy. There was people who placed an order to get the class for free. I'm doing a special drawing for you. I think it wasn't as many as normal. We only had 3 amazing people out of everybody that placed an order to get the class for free. That means everybody else bought the class, which is completely amazing. So breathe. What's breathing? What are you talking about, Nancy? We're not going to breathe. All right, we're going to do another random number generator, and we're going to put 3 people in here, and we're going to click the word generate. So let me show it to you really quick. So generate 3. All right. Oh, sorry. 3 is Debbie Blau. All right, so Debbie, I will have a prize for you again. I'll do my best to get it done for tomorrow, but we'll see how we get there, okay? So I've got you circled and in my book, and I track it in a spreadsheet, so I'll know if I don't get it this month, I'll catch it next month. So yay. So again, the winners we have tonight are Jamie Kirkpatrick, Carmen Melendez, Annette Rollin, Trinket Troy, Doris Munson, Donna Grushke, Karen Wetstein, and Debbie Blau. Yay! Okay, very good. Very good. We got through lots, you guys. I think, all in all, with only, so normally I end the video around 8 o'clock. So with only being a half hour over, I think that wasn't so bad at all. I have something else sitting here that I keep forgetting to share with you guys. I have, if you watched a paper pumpkin video, or I did a video not too long ago, I had paper pumpkin dies is what I was trying to say. And I was fortunate that I had a couple people reach out to me to get some of them. And I still have 1 left here. They were $12 for the set of dies. These are the welcome in dies. So I don't know if everybody knows that they've been doing these paper pumpkin dies now for probably a couple years, every quarter. And the welcome in dies is one of the earlier ones. So if you missed getting the welcome in dies from the paper pumpkin add-ons through the years, just know that I do have this guy still available. And he just sits here as a reminder. And then also, I do have the June ones available. I have 3 Junes and 1 May. I do not have any left of August or September. If you missed out on getting October, definitely reach out to me. I did get extra for October. So October is always a good one. It's holiday cards. So definitely reach out. I do have maybe a handful extra of the pumpkins for this month available. I don't have them yet. They were shipped, I think, on the 12th or the 13th. They must have gotten shipped on the 13th. So I should have them by the beginning or mid next week, which is pretty cool. You really, I miss you guys too. I miss Nancy. I miss all of you. I was talking with Susan Bellamy today too, and she said that she missed me. So it feels like absence makes the heart grow fonder is what they say, right? So it was good to be away from doing videos for a little while. I'll be honest with you. I didn't personally have any in-person classes. I didn't have any, the only videos I did were last night, I did the Palooza videos. I got those done. Amanda got hers done as well this past week. And so it was nice to get those done. And it was nice to take a little bit of a break. I got to be home and I was able to get things accomplished. But I also got to I'll tell you, when it's like week after week after week after week after week doing a video, and sometimes 4 videos in a week for different classes and different things, it gets to be a lot, right? So it was, for me, a nice change of pace to just worry about myself throughout the day and not to think about necessarily going live or having classes with people. Now, in-person classes did not stop. I will tell you, Diane had class, Julie had class, Gina had class, Carissa had class. People were still coming and going like a revolving door around here, you guys. So I still got my fill of people from the customer base, which was awesome, and the team base. So nothing really stopped rocking and rolling. Annette was here, Chris was here, Diane was here, Judy was here. People were here helping with lots of stuff too, especially with kitting and the Wounded Warrior project that's coming up. So, and I respected your space. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that, you guys. Yeah, if you guys held off on messaging me to help it so that I didn't have lots of emails, that was great. And it was great that so many people used that registration form. I can't believe it. It was almost, when it was all said and done, it was about 95 people are listed in there, which is great. That's perfect, you guys. That really helped it really helped keep everything encompassed in one area for me, which is what I needed to be organized while I was not being in my computer. So it worked out really good. So, all right. I'm trying to think what's tomorrow. Tomorrow's shipping day, you guys. We're going to try to get as much shipped out. I will try to make it a point. It's going to be my point to get, I'm going to peruse my emails to see if anybody wanted to add anything. I'll also peruse the sign-up sheet. If anybody signed up for anything where I have a shipment for you that's pending, and you might want something for this month, I will hold your shipment. And I promise I won't wait days and months to ship it. I'll probably wait till Monday and get all my ducks in a row and make sure we get everything squared away. And if you say, oh no, you can hold it and ship it next month on around the 7th, that's fine too. But I think what I'm going to do is take a drink of water, and I'm going to take you guys off the stand, and I'm going to show you the hot mess, the organized chaos that's going around in here. Hang on. There's Debbie Lindauer coming in late. Catching the replay. Yes, perfect. Debbie is part of the retro swap. So Debbie, I have your cards over here. So you guys, again, mind the mess. If I lose you, we're pretty much done. But I'm going to try to make it full circle. Come out of here, switch the camera, and show you like the hot, organized, chaotic mess going on. Okay, so let's flip the camera. All right. So staging shipments, right? So on the counter here, these are all people who aren't getting the Palooza. And so like every little pile is somebody's, right? And then down here, I've got just a few more boxes of people who are getting things that aren't Palooza. But then down here, this is where we start some of the Palooza in this box pile all the way. Oh, there's a kitten, a resting kitten. There's Hunky Noodle. That's where he ended up. Hi, buddy. Just ignore me, everybody. Okay, so boxes here, right? They go all the way out to there. And then along the counter here, I showed you Maria Gilbertson's. That's why we got an empty hole here. So you guys, this is all in alphabetical order because by first name, because we're always on a first name basis. So Mary Lemke, special delivery for you from my girls, Michelle and Amy. Yay. All right, so then we come out this way. Look at all the boxes. And then come down here, right? So those are all staged with everybody's Palooza items. Yay. Okay. Hot mess on the table, you guys. This is the aftermath of the week and working on the Wounded Warrior cards. So Judy was in today and she was helping me work on putting this guy together. So part of the assembly process is we're making 40 of these, right? So she's got, Shelly Schultz was here yesterday too, and they've got all they got all the blending done. They got the sun's glued. And so, yeah, so that's what Judy was here helping put tractors together. All right. So then over here, okay, so this is what I have left for classes for October between monthly, Let's Just Stamp. I think there's 2 Technique Club classes left, but that's what I have left for October between in-person needing and for shipping out. So that's not so crazy. And then over here, we have a Radically Retro Swap Party that's coming up in a couple weeks. So we had, I think it was about 40 people that signed up for 77 different groups. So each one of these bags is a group, right? So each group, so this person made 20 cards and they're in a group and they're going to get 19 back. And then I keep one for being the host. And so this was one group of 20, which is actually 19. Now we had 2 full groups and then we had 2 groups that are missing one. So we had, I think 2 people at the end that couldn't make their cards. And so, but otherwise I was so awesome. I was so happy. I was full. So that was good. So that's another group here. And then over there along that edge is another group. And then this here is a group. So Tammy Sikolik's on her way over either tonight or she's coming first thing tomorrow morning. And we need to verify counts. We need to just get them all organized. Yeah. And this is what we have left from the Wounded Warrior, guys. So these are the in-person people that are coming. This group right here, right? I got everybody's golden ticket on and mail. Get ready for in-person. And then these are what's left right here for you to reach out to me and say, I'd like to make a $40 donation. Give me a set of cards. These are all kitted. This one is, yep, so that one's ready to go too. So these are ready to go as kits where you put them together. And then out of the 40 that we're making, I think 25 of them are already accounted for. So we have 15 sets of cards that will be made that are available yet. And then we come back over here, and this is like where I have my spot boards up. And so The wall is the catch-all for everything, it seems. So I'm just gonna make my way back. See if I keep you in here. Oh yeah, all this is a catch-all. Like I have my in-person paloozas on the floor here that I gotta pull together for people. And oh, the one thing I didn't show you actually was this box right here. It says it's an Amazon box, but it's not full of Amazon stuff. That is actually full of all my pre-order. So I might just take, if you guys want to see my pre-order stuff, hang on, let me switch the camera back around. And I didn't lose you. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. If you want to get going, I completely understand it. But if you want to see some pre-order stuff, I was meaning to do this. This is why I set the box here. I have, you guys, for those of us that were sad, including me, about the vellum being discontinued, they are coming out now with 12 by 12 vellum, and it's 12 sheets of vellum. So they brought vellum back in a bigger form. Look at that. And then they have a designer paper here called Brushed with Beauty. And I know, Nancy, I know where everything is. Everything. I can't deny that. Like, I have a photographic memory, per se, I guess you could say. So you can see some pretty designer paper there. So this is the new pre-order. Hello, Jenna Helms. If you guys join Stampin' Up! This month, you can select items from the pre-order as your starter kit, which is pretty awesome. You could get all of the consumables, 2 of them. This one is called Hobby Haven, and it's another one that has die cuts. So you've got like that. You've got this one, and I should be careful that I don't get ink on there. Okay, there we go. So you can see this is a baking one, pastimes, sewing, and then you've got some die cut pieces. You've got 2 sheets of the same die cuts. So that is a suite called Hobby Haven. And then there's one more paper here. Oh man, let's see if I can get this to go in. These guys are always so difficult to get put back in here. And then this guy right here is called Whispers of Texture. Oh, it's just textury paper. Looks like linen thread, kind of, or like natural linen. There isn't a kitty napping in the box, right? Exactly. So they came out with the new style of cases, if you guys didn't catch that. So they're in a bigger, taller cases, but they're really thin, right? So all of these stamps are really thin. If these were all in cases, they'd be out to here, right? So I didn't get quite everything, but I get a lot so that I can start practicing, and not practicing, but designing with it. So there's one called Valentine Kisses, and there's one called Swirl Designs. And then, so like this is the die set that goes with the stamp set. And so they're both thin now. So you can see that the stamps are here between the clear plastics, and then I've got the dies here. So those go together. And then this one goes with, it's called Creative Haven. And so there's dies and stamps there. This one's called Pop Up Petals. So I get 2 sets of the dies because my die cutters appreciate having 2 instead of 1. This one's called Delicate Framing, and there's dies that go with it. And then this one's called Friendly Foliage, that has dies. So this is a new bundle on display. Kind of reminds me of that fishing tackle box. This one's called Outdoor Adventure. It has dies that go with it too. This one's called Petals of Beauty with some dies. I got 2 of those. And this one's called Pop-Up Petals, which goes with that die set. Words of Beauty, which has dies as well. And then here's the die set that goes with the Valentine Kisses stamp set. All right. There's a banner sayings, and that goes with a new punch that looks like this. It's hard to see it, but I'll try to get that light just right. There's 3 little strips there. There's a new embossing folder. It's called Beautifully Patterned, I think. And we used it today to make this card right here. It's really like a light texture, soft, subtle background. So that one got used there. And then there's a lasting linen. That's new. And then there's a pack of doilies that they just introduced. And there's gems that look like that and like that. And there's also a roll of ribbon, which apparently I didn't pull and I left it on the counter. So it's garden green with white is what it is. So if anybody's interested in seeing the pre-order list, if you go to my website and you go to the resources link at the top, if you scroll down a little bit underneath the resources section, I have online exclusives launching in November. And if you click on that, it brings all the stuff up. So if you are a customer that's thinking about joining Stampin' Up! And you'd like to shop the new pre-order list to have that in your starter kit, you can come here and look at this file and it tells you everything that's available. So here's that green ribbon. It's garden green chevron ribbon. I have it. I just could have sworn it was in the box, but I think one of the cats took it out. And so there's 1 ribbon, and then there's 2 packs of gems, and then a few packs of papers, and then lots of bundles and stamps and a bunch. So that is what is out on the pre-order. So again, if you're a demonstrator, you could get it, or you can get it in your starter kit. And otherwise, I think that I can't remember what day it launches. It's either the 1st or it would be the first Tuesday in November, which could be the 4th. So I can't remember. I can remember lots of things, but I can't remember everything. So I haven't committed that to memory yet. Hello, Joanne Kahn. Yay. Ms. Millionaire Bookkeeper. Yay. Yep. Oh, I did get the email from Stampin' Up. They want to start working with me about my $1 million stamp set. So I need to reply to the email. I haven't done that yet. So I'll get there. The 4th, thanks for confirming that, Jenna. So Jenna said that we can order as many of the things as we want on the 4th. So that will pose a slight hiccup for me because in this class right here, the Memories and More class that I showed you guys, we're going to include this gem. So I can order this on the 4th. I will have it on the 6th. Okay, so I'll have it the day before shipping, which is the day I need it by. So, all right, perfect. I think we're good, guys. I don't know when I'll see you next. Monday afternoon at 1 o'clock, I think, is the Let's Just Stamp. And then, right after Let's Just Stamp, stay tuned for Mystery Card Night, right? I have Clue 1. I need to publish it. And I'm going to do that. My plan is to do that tomorrow because I have it. Yay. So, all right, guys. I'm going to... Yeah, sweet dreams to you too, Nancy. It's time to call her. Your pre-order box didn't get lost this time. Yay! I'm happy to hear that, Jenna. That's awesome. All right, you guys. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We will see you again Monday at 1. If you're on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, I'll see you Sunday for the Team Swap Party at 1:30 Central, and the team meeting is at 3. So there's a little bit of lot going on yet, all right? If you're coming in person to class, I'll see you Saturday. All right. See you later, guys. Love ya. Bye.